He's not pretty. Nope. That Zodicus. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome, you fantastic and lovely people. A big, huge shout out to our first for today. That would be the Blue Potato Cat. Even though if you looked in the chat, Zodicus claims the first position, he forgot to hit the button. So today's index is our bat-like creature, the cat herself, who was tortured last night in removal of her favorite phrasing. But today, she is the big wig. She should be dancing the jig, getting down, getting funky on the table. I don't know how you getting down, but we're all just dancing, bopping, having a good time. And if you're not having a good time, then what are you doing? Come on. We have a fantastic evening planned in preparation for you guys. I hope you are ready for it. But for right now, at this particular smooth moment, we are going to celebrate our index, who is the Blue Potato Cat. Row. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How are you fantastic and beautiful folks doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I recognize the Zoda clip. Unfortunately, I did not get it in there quick enough to turn off some of the stuff that we normally don't run. So Zoda snuck in under the radar. There you go, some wizardy magic. And Safi did too. That's okay. Our special guest for the evening is Miss Saphira 876. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about this fantastic, lovely lady. Ooh, there's a calm too. I don't know how many of these things have snuck in there, but we're going to sit here and watch them all now. This is fantastic. Ooh. By the way, AM Comnanos, a future guest star on Talk Tuesdays. We will have him here, so you don't want to miss out on any of those. However, okay, I think we're through. Yes. Okay. Now, however, Com's visit to Talk Tuesday is not tonight. Tonight we are going to sit down with another fantastic member of the regime. This lovely lady is probably the second member of the regime that I've had the opportunity to meet. Had a wonderful time meeting them in person at DreamHack. All fantastic. They squeaked. It was so much fun. This beautiful, gorgeous artist slash, as we found out last week, dancer. I was shocked. I don't know about you guys. I did not see that. Regular workout routine lady on her own personal streams and does a fantastic impersonation of a 12-year-old boy. We are talking about the infamous, the one, the only, the lovely Queen Safi herself, Her Royal Majesty, Saphira 876. Are you ready? I don't know about you guys, because I'm ready. We've rolled out the red carpet. We are about to have ourselves a heck of a show tonight. So get your questions ready, as we say, and welcome Miss Saphira 876 to Talk Tuesday. Let's go. Hi, Safi. Welcome.
That's stream delay.
It'll get you every time. Welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Oh, thank you. I love that my memorable moments are like, oh, she dances, she works out, she's a 12-year-old boy.
Well, okay. You're an artist. I covered the artist. You've done a number of art shows. We've also seen you sport the occasional Peebs mustache. I think we've got you were a star performer in the PFC commercial that we did.
I was. Oh my gosh. I have a new hit actually that I just bought. I'll send you a picture. Get a little sneak peek. May make an appearance at one point. I kind of look like one of the Wiggles. I've decided.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, didgeridoo player extraordinaire. We've got some fantastic music going to be
It's right
coming out
here.
from
It's right
her.
here.
See, there you
I
go.
got the did.
She
This
got.
is not another place to put it in my apartment. So it goes right next to the computer. Oh my goodness. If anyone knows anyone that actually knows how to play the didgeridoo, please let me know. I've been trying to learn for real.
Oh, that's definitely that's definitely a week, all right. Actually, I did you don't. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We're gonna have. I don't regret anything about that either, Com. It's just fine. By the way, you are up awfully late, my friend. We're happy to have you here. By all means, don't feel like you need to run off, but you are up late. Last I checked, Com's over in France, I think.
Ooh. So
He
that's what,
Wales born, I believe. He's from Wales and is currently living in France. I could have that wrong. Oh, cramming. Got it. Okay. But I have it 100% correct. See, I do pay attention to these things. I do pay attention. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Okay. So as we typically do here, we have a lovely conversation. We're going to sit around. We're going to talk. I'm going to poke fun at you a little bit. You're going to poke fun at me. Chat's going to poke fun at all of us. It's as it always is. It's just the way things roll around here, and it's a good time. And we generally, I think, we laugh an awful lot. So if you remember, because this is the regime month, you were on here
for a whole month. I think we need that more often.
Well, there's 3 of you, and then having you all 3 together. Oh, we're getting raided. Heads up.
Oh my gosh.
Incoming.
Is that Hales?
That is a Hales. Bubbles and troubles, kitties and snails. The coven has manifested. Here comes the Hales.
Oh did you write that one?
Yes, I did.
Or is that one? Okay. I think you've written almost everybody's raid messages. I still don't have mine pinned anywhere. I just scroll back up through our Discord messages every time I raid, and I copy and paste it. And sometimes I accidentally copy and paste the timestamp too, and it is what it is. So.
You should probably put that in the command somewhere that you can just fire that off. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. You are joining us at the start of a very, very special Talk Tuesday, as we have Queen Safi herself, Saphira 876, joining us here for Talk Tuesday. She is currently in the hot seats, answering questions and chatting with us this evening. It's going to be fantastic as we delve the deep, dark secrets of what it means to be a Saphira 876.
I don't know how many deep dark secrets there are. I'm kind of scared. This is like when I applied for a massage license, they're like, you can't have any like federal crimes, and I'm like, have I committed a federal crime? I don't know. And they're like, have you been to court? And I'm like, maybe I forgot. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we typically start, because you missed all of this as I cover. Well, probably I think you missed it. I think by now everybody kind of knows the rules of Talk Tuesdays, right? We start with our standard 2 questions. You've never been here to the beginning. Wow.
I normally work until around 7:30 on Tuesday, so I always hop in the middle when I get home. So I've never seen the beginning of a Talk Tuesday.
Okay, well, you're in luck. You got to see the beginning of a Talk Tuesday then.
I know, it's so great.
Like, but wait a minute, you've never seen the beginning. You know, you can always just go back and watch the VOD, right?
I know. I've been told I need to watch the Sandy Visions one, but I'm honestly like a little scared too. I feel like if you want all the Saf secrets spilled, really you need to go watch the Sandy Visions one.
We only covered things about Sandy Vision in the Sandy Vision one.
Oh good, she knows too much about me.
Totally on time, Haley. Absolutely, totally on time. welcome in, you fantastic, lovely people. If anybody's curious where the shout outs are at, we turned the shout out systems off during Talk Tuesday. You are all lovely, fantastic, amazing streamers. We love each and every one of you. We want all of you guys to show up here on a Talk Tuesday. But during this Talk Tuesday is all about Miss Saphira here. So buckle up. We are in for a rambunctious ride. So our normal, we start out with, the standard rules are there's a redeem in chat that lets people post questions. I think it's like one channel point. And they can ask you whatever question you want. You don't have to answer any question. If you feel that it reveals too much personal information, something you're uncomfortable about answering for whatever reason, you are perfectly within your rights to go, yeah, I'm not answering that. I will, of course, be filtering some of these questions too, because if somebody comes in and goes, hey, what's Safi's bra size? I'm not asking you that question. It's not going to be a thing. I appreciate
that. The thing is, you say that I did ask Zelda what his social security number was, so like I am part of the problem.
Things like that we'll filter out, so you don't have to worry about dealing with those. And then any other question that does come through that you're like, yeah, I'm not answering that one, that is perfectly fine. We'll go, okay, that's fair, and we will move right along with the questions as we get them. So we kind of take the questions as they come in. We ask you the questions. We wait for you to answer them. We laugh as you struggle, bust your way through them. We've had a number of fantastic questions offered up by chat. And when chat isn't asking you questions, I'm going to ask you questions. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So, our standard questions, we always ask two questions at the very start of these things, just to, kick the ball going. The first question is where does the name Saphira 876 come from? And the second question that we usually follow up after that, we kind of toss them back and forth. But for you, we're going to go first your name, and then the second one is how did you get started streaming? So take it away. There's your first two questions on the board.
The name Saphira 876 came from like baby Saf. No one who watches any of my stuff is gonna find this surprising. The first video game I ever played was RuneScape. And my original username in RuneScape was Saphira876 because I had just read the Aragorn series, which I have a couple of the books behind me, and Saphira is the name of the dragon. I have gotten into fights with Salty Snacks over how it's pronounced. She told me it should be Sapphira, like there's like a mention of like a Sapphira in like the New Testament or whatever, and her brother and I had this whole conversation about the Greek pronunciation and what it should be, and he agreed with me, and I was like, thank you so much, Theo. However, that's not where it comes from, so it doesn't matter. It's Saphira. It is. That's what it is. Like, I appreciate you backing me up with Greek, but like, it doesn't matter. What was the other question? I can only do one process at a time.
Wow. Okay, so single threaded operations. Got it.
Yeah.
So the second question, which was how did you get started? Like what spawned Saphira 876 as a streamer? Like what was the thing that kind of kicked you into it? When did you start? Why did you start? How did Saphira 876 become the fantastic streamer that we already know today and is currently sitting right here in front of us, regaling us of stories? Let's go.
I technically started 2021, I think. I had like just gotten into gaming, and I was really into Minecraft at the time, and Minecraft YouTube was like really big, and so I was watching that and watching streamers, and I was like, this seems so fun, like I'm gonna do that. The problem was, you think Save Safi's internet is a thing now? It was so bad then. Salty, I think, was the only person there for my first stream, except for some kid that showed up and told me to like kill a turtle in Minecraft, and I made fun of his username, and then he left. So it is what it is.
Wow. Already bullying people at the very start.
It was a 12-year-old who had his first and last name and date of birth as his username, and I was like, my dude, you gotta stop. But I was sitting in my apartment, and I couldn't even stream from like my upstairs, like in my room, because the internet was so bad. I had to go downstairs. I was sitting with my laptop in a chair with my laptop on my lap, so I could be close enough to the Wi-Fi router to use the internet, like Ethernet cable. and it was still so bad that it cut off multiple times.
You
Salty can tell you,
you
it was
understand
really sad.
that distance to the router does not improve internet speed, right?
It it made it so I could stream. I mean, I had the Ethernet cable hooked up to it and Wi-Fi turned off, so it was like a little bit better. My headphones keep slipping.
Squirrel, you
Yes,
failed at
that's
sneaking that in there. Thank you for the resub, Squirrel. Welcome in.
but yeah, that was the first that was the first staff stream. And then I branched off once I moved apartments, so I guess 2022, and I would stream maybe once a week with my older
Mhm.
brother, who he hasn't been around in a bit. I haven't done stuff in a bit, and we would play Halo and Destiny together. And I haven't played it since then. So, yeah, very
So
different Safi than we are today.
yeah, very different. Though I hear tell that for a couple thousand Safi points we can see a dynamic recreation of brothers.
It's so sad. I do look just like him when he was like in middle school when I do that though. That's the problem.
I'd apologize for it, but I'm not really sorry.
I do. I feel like, okay, better look like you're siblings than assume that y'all are dating. You know what I mean? Like, it could be worse.
It could be worse. It definitely could be far worse. We're gonna get we got our first question from our chat has popped in here real quick, and given the nature of the time zone for them, we're gonna sneak this one in before and interrupt our conversation midstream right here. AM Comnanos asks, are you a big gamer off stream as well, or do you mainly game on stream?
It depends on my work schedule, but yes, there's a lot of games that I play off stream that I'm not confident enough to stream on stream. Like I really like TFT, like League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics kind of thing. But I don't like playing that stream. The community scares me a little bit. Or if I just don't feel good enough in something, I don't stream kind of thing. Because I get distracted so easily in trying to play a video game and also look at chat and talk to people and do whatever. But yes, I game a lot off stream.
You game a lot? Yeah, well, I know there was a point where you were doing like Devour for 8 hours or something like that on a weekend one time.
Okay, that was like, one weekend that I had off, and when we woke up and played Devour, and then when we stopped playing Devour, it was time to go to bed. And we played the same. I haven't played Devour. I really like Devour. If you want to play it, hit me up. I really enjoy it, and nobody loves me, so we don't play it. But we
what
played
do you
the
mean?
stupid.
You don't ask. You were supposed to, let us know next time you want to play, and you never come back and yeah,
and complain
because you showed up and played an afternoon with the frantic team that we have.
I did. It was very fun.
It was Rutherford, Zoda, myself. It screamed our happy butts off the entire, what was that, 3 hours, something like that. It just, that Spider Woman was just wrong.
And I didn't know who was who the entire time. I knew who you were, but I kept calling Rutherford and Zoda the wrong person. And so I just started pretending like I knew who the person was I was talking to. It was really bad. Well, I kept changing characters. I had the same person the whole time. And I'm like, okay, I finally figured out who this person is. And then go switch characters. Oh, you can't do that to me. I don't have a lot of brain.
So what you're saying is you couldn't keep track of us, huh?
Yes,
just
that's
too much.
Exactly what I'm saying. I do. Okay, to be honest, Nori, the real reason I want to play Devour specifically with the Regime weekend is because we played that together. I now have a cosmetic outfit that they don't, and I just want them to know that. I just want to play the game and know that I'm better than them. They just need to know I have better cosmetics.
I feel like this is like a get on my level.
It is,
Sort of
it is. Maybe if you could play, which one did we play on Night Room mode? Was it the spider lady we beat? Yeah.
Oh my word, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that I think I yelled myself hoarse during that event too, because holy cow, that Spider Woman was just like shows up out of nowhere, jump scares.
The worst. The worst. I have to warn my roommate. She shows up in chat. She also edits any TikToks I make. Um, because she'll hear me yell through the walls because her room's right next to mine, and then she'll be watching the stream and then hear me yell again. I'm like, oh, you poor woman. It's like a prequel. She can see it coming.
Just yeah, ugh. Yeah. No. I will do like some of the other ones. Fine, you can see the lady coming, or like the Western dude running around with his gun and whatnot. Like those didn't really bother me near. That Spider Woman, you didn't know. She was just like peekaboo, and she was there, and you were just like, she'd just show up and snatch you up, and you're like, holy crap. I thought for certain I was going to have to change my underwears before the night was out.
No. I was gonna say, I say that I have had to go and change pants on stream, but that's because I spilled water. So it was actually Monday. So
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's great.
Welcome in, Frankie. But yeah, no. Save Safi's internet. Boy, that's a fun one too. I don't know, I'm stuck. Unfortunately, I've been trying to come up with a better tagline for that, but I just love the fact of, save Safi's internet, SSI. It's better than a black eye. Like that to me is just the funniest tagline for that. And I'm like, I got to get past that. I'm like, I just can't. It rolls off the tongue so well. It's so easy to say. It's so much fun.
Listen, I almost cried after building the PC because we tried to move the router, like the modem, to my room so I could hook up the Ethernet cable, and I don't get like internet reception in my room specifically in the whole apartment. Mine's like the only one that doesn't get it. So my roommates are very kind, and we just have a 75-foot Ethernet cable running to the other end of the house. So
wow.
it's fine. It's great. One of these days,
Oh. Is your room near the breaker box or something?
No, it's on the opposite end of the house of everything.
Oh, so you just need to relocate the router to, or the Wi-Fi.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I did. I
other thing,
my room. Anyways, it's a whole thing.
But yeah, but I mean, the other thing that you guys could do is just go buy an access point too, right? So you can just, because you can buy an access point, and the access point will just rebroadcast the signal. So then, you could
that sounds like a good idea. I know what that is. Message somebody real quick. What is an access point? How do I get it?
You go to the store and buy one. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, you're already running the 75-foot cable.
It's great.
It's just blue. Is it blue? Is it gray? Is it black? What color is the cable?
It's white.
Oh, why?
Because we had talked for a bit about running it up on the ceiling, and the white blends in better than the black. So
exactly, Eldranis. Yellow is fastest. It's like racing stripes on a car.
I've only accidentally unplugged my own internet when streaming once, so we're doing great so far. It was really bad.
We don't talk about the red line. They don't catch fire. They're useful. Just wrap it around your bowl in the morning. It heats your soup by the afternoon. It's great. We got some questions flying in. Miss Sandy Visions has dropped in. Again, she's in one of those fantastic time zones that we want to try and make certain she gets her answers quick, so they don't have to
No.
be a
This
zombie the
one's
next
staying
day.
up till 4 a.m. She'll be fine. She has no sleep schedule.
She asks favorite moment with Safi and herself. Or Salty, excuse me. I gotta read these right. Sandy Visions asks favorite moments with Salty and me. Is the way the question is. So there you go. I get better at doing this.
I think our in-person meetup at Hot Iron Pots was probably my favorite. I feel like it should be a streaming moment, but it's not. It's when it's like, because I knew Sandy and I knew Salty and Hot Iron Pot, and then I don't know, to like you meeting someone in person is awkward when you've met them online, but it was not at all, in my opinion. It was like we just walked in and it was like, oh hey, we're home, we're back, kind of thing, and that was
No,
really nice.
I wouldn't say meeting somebody online is awkward.
Maybe I'm just awkward, so.
Well, I mean, the first time I met you, all you did is squeak at me, so I mean,
you don't understand. I couldn't talk. I was so confused why the random guy in line wanted to talk to me specifically and not any of the other people to get checked in. I was like, who is this guy? And I was like, I know this guy. I was waiting for this guy. And then I ran, well, because I went to go escort you somewhere, and I ran by my boss, and he just looked so confused why I was running away with this random man that he had never met before. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
It was great.
I loved more the quizzical looks from your coworkers at the table. You're like, what the hell is going on?
I kind of have like a penance for that though. At one point in high school, I was doing this science competition, and I ran into, it was like a whole thing. You had to wear like closed-toed shoes and jeans if you were doing a lab event, and I was doing forensics. And so one of the girls didn't have like jeans on, so I ran into another room where my younger sister was competing and just yelled, "Hey Liz, come here, I need your pants." Um, and then she left the room with pants on and went back in with shorts. Just no context.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is what it is,
that's a fabulous. Okay, let me just run in, declare I want your pants in a room full of strangers. Like
I didn't know the girl either that I was giving her pants to. She needed pants, and I was like, I can provide that for you. Not mine, but somebody else's.
Wow.
I've been told I have no shame, so.
It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't say no shame. You're a free spirit. How about that? I think
we'll go with that.
It sounds better, right?
I'm waiting. I have my phone up. I'm waiting for a fantastic comment from my mom at that one. But
okay, next question. Sandy Visions would like to know a best dance memory.
Oh.
And can we get you to recreate it? Oof. No,
see, the thing is, I don't know. There was one time in college. This wasn't my favorite dance piece that I performed, but I got cast.
Well, didn't ask for a piece. It asked for dance memory.
Yes. I got cast in this piece last minute, so I like learned the dance, or it wasn't finished yet, but I learned the part of the dance that it was being shown to get like critiqued or whatever that day. And so the choreographer is like, hey, she doesn't know what she's doing, because I was like the lead in the piece kind of thing, and it was about like mental health. It was really sad, really depressing, honestly. And they're like, she doesn't know what she's doing, so like just kind of ignore her kind of thing.
Wow.
And just with how the piece was, I started crying in the middle of it because I'm just a really good actress. And it was like one of the most it was one of the most satisfying moments in my life, because everybody was like, oh, don't worry about her, she doesn't know what she was doing. and it was all these people that like didn't cast me my freshman year because a lot of the casting was very biased. It was a lot of like if you were friends with person, if you went to drink with this person, you got cast. It didn't matter if you were good or not. Um, and
Right.
yeah, I got cast in a lot more stuff after that. It was just a very satisfying moment. Be like, oh yes, I do know
Nice.
what I'm doing. Thank you, appreciate it.
Aha. I know exactly what I'm doing. You guys just
Mhm.
suck.
Exactly. You know, just yeah, it's very satisfying.
It's fantastic. Sandy Visions wants to know, when are you visiting her in Germany?
I don't know. Okay, listen, I have plans, but I don't know. The thing is, I wanted to go visit her in the fall, but no, she has to come to the US in the fall. So I could go to Germany in the fall, but she won't be there. So maybe next year. Yeah, she has to be in Germany for me to visit her.
Well, you
I
can
mean,
always just go visit Father Vision. I mean,
I
you
was
can
gonna say
visit
I
him
could
and be
I
like,
could go hang out
I
with.
visited you. You need to be like, Sandy, I visited your house. I went by your place. I spoke with Father Visions. We talked. We had lovely conversations. But you weren't there. What do you want me to do? I came. I visited.
Yeah,
You weren't there. Sorry.
I feel like Father Visions and I would just we'd vibe, you know?
I spent a good chunk. I spent a bit of time during the DreamHack speaking with Father Visions. It was a wonderful conversation.
Very lovely. So kind.
Oh yeah,
So sweet.
good guy. Good guy. Absolutely, very interesting individual to have to talk with. um, what is the coolest uranium glass you have found?
Can I show it to you?
Yes, you
Can I
can
go
show
grab
it.
it? Yes. Okay. It's the coolest thing. It's so cool. I love it.
All right, we're
Okay.
gonna
I
get a
just
show and tell.
the this side of the room divider is Twitch stuff. The other side is cool stuff. You just can't see it. I mean, Twitch stuff is
I
cool.
see. I see. So what you're saying is we need to convince you to knock the wall down.
Yeah. Okay. Let me turn off my lights because it's uranium glass. So it's like you gotta get the right vibe, you know. So
She's got a
hot
glass
iron
that
pot.
glows in the dark, apparently.
I do well because I have the lights that glow for it. So hot iron pot found this little like cup for me. It's like just a little jar.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't look all that impressive. It's actually Vaseline glass, which is a type of uranium glass. Um, but the couple that I used to live with when I was going to school, she does antiques and stuff. I went to go visit her and I was like, "Do you know what this is? Looks like it should have a lid. It's really cool, whatever." And she's just go, "Oh, it's a pickle jar." And I'm like, "That's so cool." Except it's not. Like it's a pickle jar and she's like, "Yes, in the 18 I'm about to go off. 1890s, I think, was the only time they made uranium like pickle jars, and this one happens to be uranium. So she's like, I have the rest of the pieces that go with it if you want it. So she gave it to me. I got little fairy lights to go inside of it. And I actually just found pickle tongs at Costco. So that worked out really well because it didn't have that. But it is this is the pickle jar. And it has the fairy lights in it so you can see how radioactive it is, but that is probably the coolest piece that I own. I think it looks like a spooky little lantern.
I'm curious why you just don't have that hanging constantly in frame behind your head.
That's a great point. I don't
It's a glorious piece. I would that should be on the cool side of the fencing, not on the.
All right, we gotta turn the lights back on. I can't see. There we go.
Like,
There we go.
yeah, is that? I mean, it still looks good that way.
It's so cool.
What are you doing? You should have that like always on this. You just stick it behind him. Now, if I'm not mistaken, somebody got you the little fairy lights, or did you get? I think that story went. Oh, you bought them. Okay.
Yeah, those ones I just bought them off Amazon. You can get little fairy blue lights, or blue lights, UV lights, whatever, black lights.
I don't know. I don't know why I thought I'd heard that there was a story behind those where somebody had bought those for you.
I don't think so. If I'm wrong, someone will yell at me probably right now. But yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I'm not yelling,
how the other
and so there you go. I don't know. I just curiosity is what jumped up on me.
Oh yes. Yeah, Sandy bought some for back here, which actually I can put up again because I was out of batteries for like a hot sec. Um, I just didn't want to buy more because I'm lazy. I don't
She,
know. I
she,
don't go to the grocery store and think about batteries.
being cheap, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
There wasn't a store for you to go steal them from.
It's they don't have batteries at Aldi, and this is the only place I go. So
I happen to know that's based on our first conversations with the whole group that Sandy, you have a propensity for violence within the group.
do I look like the face of violence to
I have
you?
seen the arms on you, girl. No, I happen to know for a fact that not only could you do violence, but you could do dangerous violence and hurt somebody. No,
Just because I'm capable of violence doesn't mean that I would ever do something like that anyone can prove. So,
Sandy Visions would like to know, when will she finally get her T-shirt back?
okay. I don't know what she's talking about. I have no T-shirt of hers. If she
Sure.
happened to have abandoned a T-shirt at my house months ago, that I mean I couldn't say anything. I definitely don't have it packed in my suitcase right now. It's very comfortable.
It's getting some usage. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's making the circuit.
Exactly. You can get a new one. It's fine. This one's mine now.
I would believe that, Sandy. I would definitely believe that. Sandy would like to know best moments with just Salty.
With just Salty?
Yes, just Salty.
Oh. I think my favorite moments with Salty, not necessarily on stream, but from our college days together, would be sitting outside of her I guess kind of her apartment. She and her roommate Charlie, lived like across each other kind of thing. So we would sit in the parking lot. Supposed to have gone home. It's like midnight, and we would talk about just like random stuff, life, theology, whatever, for like hours when we were supposed to be sleeping. And that's probably it's probably my favorite memories from college in general. Just hanging out with her way too late. Probably getting rained on because my car at the time, the sunroof leaked, and so there were multiple times that we got leaked on because it didn't matter. It was raining inside the car.
I'm like, why does that sound like almost every college story I've ever heard of? Like we set out in the quad, got rained on, got hauled.
You can find the car. It's in Hillbilly Elegy on Netflix. You can't see me in the movie, but you can see my car. There's a really good shot of it. But yeah, rest in peace. He's gone now. Older than
That's
I was.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Best moments with just Sandy Visions then.
Best moments with. I just like hanging out with her at Iron Pot's house. I feel like we always do the most random things, and it's always very fun. Even if we're just sitting on the couch hanging out. I don't know. I like hanging out with Sandy Visions. Or just late night Discord calls. That sounds very romantic, and that's not necessarily the way that I want it to be. But I feel like if I'm on Korean barbecue, we do have our Korean barbecue moment.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think I've ever been in a conversation with you three girls that the topic of marriage hasn't come up, or B, you three aren't making passes at each other. Now, it just depends on the night in question. Like sometimes it's you and Salty, sometimes it's you and Sandy, sometimes it's Sandy and Salty, and You know, you kind of take your turns, like you're just kind of passing each other around. Like, yeah, I'm gonna marry today. You're going to be my side hustle, sort of thing.
I'd be a side hustle for Sandy. Hashtag side hustle for Sandy. But yeah, I think she's one of the few people I actually stay up late to talk to. It's just the time zones, but yeah.
That doesn't need to be a thing. I'm suddenly like in my head. I'm like, yep. The regime has just turned into a side hustle in the evening hours.
No. The regime after hours. And it's just all of us being like, you're kind of pretty though.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into Discord. No. We have a flood of questions and we are getting behind, so I have to start getting some of these questions over to you.
Okay, I'll answer so fast, sir.
Take your time. Answer at your own leisure. It's just fine. Sandy Visions also would like to know, because we've been in a string of Sandy. Sandy had a string from Salty too. So, you know, I guess this is Sandy's going to ping you with a bunch of questions for. Oh. Which means I think it's going to be your responsibility to ping Safi next week. By the way, this is going.
I'm gonna ping Safi next week. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm just looking at the way this plays out, right? Because, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know I was next week as well.
I guess you're being tagged out.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Sandy Visions asks, favorite game you played as the regime, on or offline?
With the regime?
Favorite
Devour.
game?
Yeah, I really like Devour. It's the same thing, and maybe that's why I like it. But yeah, that was very fun. Yeah.
I had the opportunity to play Devour with you ladies one time. I don't think I moved fast enough or something, because we kept dying anyways, and you ladies were getting, I think, getting pretty frustrated with me because I was absolutely useless.
Oh my gosh, wait, I amend my statement about Salty. I have a more favorite memory. Can I say that one? Is that okay?
It's just fine.
Great. Thank you so much, Nori. It was playing Demonologist. I was at my parents' house sitting on my bed with my laptop and a touchpad trying to play Demonologist with them, and they made me host the room. And I didn't make it. So she joins and it was There's this random guy there who looks like Pitbull. So she's kind of like saunters up to him and was like, "Hey, Mr. Worldwide," because she thought it was me, like, doing a bit, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm not Pitbull," and she got so embarrassed she left the lobby. She just quit. And that's why Sassy never hosts games. It's not because of the internet, it's because of the Pitbull incident. She's gonna quit the game. I thought it was just a lobby. She was gone. Anyways, that was my favorite Salty snack. It was very fun.
It's not. We do not speak of the Pitbull incident.
It's like I can't do anything. I have my little touchpad on a laptop. I don't know why I was playing video games to begin with. Oh, fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's those are the things that we're here for on Talk Tuesday. It's just fine. Exclamation puzzle, Jax. We'll get you the link to the puzzle.
Oh, now I'm gonna get distracted. Can't stay focused.
Let's see. Miss Snacks would like to know, what is your personal definition of success? How do you feel successful?
Of success? Why did we get so deep? We went from Pitbull to what is success?
Because we've done that before on Talk Tuesday.
That's true. I don't like I would consider myself successful now, but I don't make the most money. I don't have the best house. I don't whatever. But it's like a success is I enjoy my life and I enjoy what I'm doing. I guess if that makes sense. Like I don't
Hmm.
know. I equal success with like contentment. Um,
But that's the thing, right? Like it's your definition of success. If you feel that
yeah,
you right now are being successful and you are happy with the success that you've garnered this far, then there you
yeah,
go. That's
I'm happy with the person that I am, the person I am becoming, and what I've done with my life, and I would say that's successful. You know, I'm still gonna keep going and still doing things. You know, success doesn't mean you've stopped doing things, but yeah, I think it has a lot more to do with contentment. That's my deep answer of the day. So that's all you get.
uh, let's see. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, Snacks would like to know what is your favorite snack? Salty excluded.
That's a good question. I don't really snack a lot. But right now, I've really been liking Sun Chips. I don't know why. I've been vibing with Sun Chips, especially the like the red bag. I don't know what garden salsa maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
garden that would do garden salt. I had a uh, Sun Chip. There was a company I was working for. Who was it? I spent about 6 years ago. They had a snack bar downstairs in the kitchen. Like
ooh,
just go down and get you whatever you wanted to out of the kitchen. Just don't be greedy. Um, that was kind of the golden rule, but it got refilled every day with random various. Like we had apples and bananas
mhm.
and chips, and you get all the coffee you wanted and sodas, and like walked in there, just grab what you needed to during the course of the day, and I got hooked on Sun Chips there. The cheddar ones were my favorite.
Those ones are good too. I like the garden. Yeah, I don't know. I'm usually a sweets person, like I a big sweet tooth, but I do
Mm-hmm.
like Sun Chips. I shouldn't let
I
my
do that.
father hear that. I said I like Cheez-Its once, and he bought me like one of those bulk giant things from like Costco or something like that of Cheez-Its. And I just have never stopped having Cheez-Its, which I do like them. If you're listening, Dad, I do still like them. It was a lot of Cheez-Its at once. It was so many Cheez-Its. Yeah,
Don't
just
stop
something
being my Cheez It supplier, Dad. It's perfectly fine.
really good. The white cheddar ones. No, listen, we're gonna in reverse. I'm interviewing you now. I have a question. Um, do you think is it sacrilegious to put Cheez-Its in tomato soup? And follow-up question, does that make it cereal? Because it is something with milk. Like I make my tomato soup with milk with grain product in it. Does that make it cereal?
um, I haven't had tomato soup. The last time I had tomato soup was well before Cheez Its was a very popular thing. It's like a long time ago. So I wouldn't have the first answer to that. I've had Cheez Its. Cheez Its are good. Um, I I have not tried the two together. I can't imagine that it would be horrible. I used to put crackers in my tomato soup all the time, so I would imagine it's not
Okay.
much different than that. So I would say it's just fine. Would I call that cereal? No. And the reason why I wouldn't call it cereal is because cereal is a bowl full of milk and sugar. Because that's what cereal is. It's just
Okay.
hard concentrated sugar, and so that does not equate to tomato soup and crackers.
I think it's the chaotic evil of cereal. Like it fits the very basis definition of a liquid with something in it. You know? I don't know. My
But
mom
at
says
that
that
point,
and
right? So here's the thing, right? Um, before there was cereal, there's been stews and soups, and stews and
that's different.
soups are liquids with something inside of them.
Well, it's more specific than that. It's a milk-based liquid. It has to have milk in it. And
So
then the something
right there,
inside
see,
hang on,
right
but
there.
the something inside has to be just like grain, if that makes sense. Like cereal is usually like a wheat grain based kind of thing. Like stew doesn't count
Hmm.
because that has like potatoes and usually meat and carrots and like
No, no,
little
no, no, because that really depends on where you go and where you get your soups from, because
dumpling
there,
soup. Wait, that would fit my
yeah,
definition.
that would fit
Cereal.
you, except for the fact that it's not milk based. The liquid is not milk based. Tomato soup is not milk based.
When I make it from the Campbell's can, I use milk, so it becomes
Mm.
milk.
We got a few of these coming up.
Oh,
uh,
it's moved too fast where I see the questions, but then I don't remember what they are. So when you ask them to me, I'm like, oh, it's like a whole new thing.
Sandy Visions would like to know, what is a moment in the past you would like to revisit?
Hmm. Um, I don't know. It's like I'm not that old, but I look at my past and
The question is not specific,
yeah,
so it could be any time in the past. Like you could go
anytime in the past.
further back than your own. Like I would go back to.
Oh, not
Honestly, I
my
would like to
past.
go back to
In
the
the past.
Renaissance if I had my choice about it. Back,
Ah,
that would be fun. I think some of the art and some of the like the back when they're just figuring out some of the first stages of mathematics and stuff like
yeah,
that. I think that would
that
be
would be cool to
fun to go
be
do.
in the middle.
Uh,
Um,
Sandy does correct and would like to know
oh,
your
if you
past specifically.
my past specifically.
You're fine.
That's good. I was getting contemplative about the past, you know. Um, but my past specifically. Um,
Yep.
I think not to be like cliche and be like my childhood, but I feel like my childhood had a very not definite ending, but we moved when I was like, I don't know, 7 or 9. My mom will probably text me and correct me. And like obviously you're still a child at that age. But the house that I lived in is very much like that is my childhood. Um, and I have a lot of really good memories there. And then we had like some woods behind us. We actually um lived close to an elementary school and we're homeschooled, and so we were told, you know, you kids, you can't go outside and play like in the backyard beyond the like our backyard during school hours in case we got accidentally kidnapped by the elementary school for being out. It's a very real possibility. But yeah, that's where I would
Okay,
like to
that is not the first time I have heard they're like, "Oh, we're being homeschooled, but you can't go outside and play during school hours because
it was you could we had
like
like a
what?"
very clear defining tree border in our yard, but we were like our backyard bordered their playground kind of thing, which was really nice, except they were like and we would go play down there kind of thing. But my parents were like, please don't go to the playground when school is in session, and get accidentally kidnapped by the school.
Mm.
It was like a very real, I don't know, at least in my mind as a kid, it was a very real possibility.
Yeah, it's a thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Miss Snacks would like to know, where do you hope to be physically or in life in 10 years?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see myself moving in the next 10 years. I would like to. I say that you never know. Um, but
You
like
don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
no, you don't. My license is I'm only licensed in the state that I live in, so I don't see myself moving outside of the state unless I were to get married. In that case, then
I
extending
thought you were already
my
getting
best
married.
friend. She refused me. We're only married in Latin. I told Sandy I would marry her for her green card, and she said, no, I can't believe I'll never get a green card. And here I am, sitting right here, ready to be married. um, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've moved around a lot in the past like 5 or so years. This is actually um, when we renew our lease this upcoming year. This will be like I don't know, the first time in a while I've stayed in one place for like more than a year, which will be really nice. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get bored of it before the next 10 years, but I kind of want to stick around in one place for like a little bit and get a little more, you know, connected. If that makes
It's interesting as I grew up as a military kid
yeah, see, I
in
didn't
the
move around
Navy.
that much,
So
but
uh, by the time I had hit the age of 30, I had lived in as many places as I had years alive.
yeah.
So to me, moving just became like it's fine. It's a whatever. I tended not to get too attached to the areas that we lived in as a kid growing up, because you weren't going to be there long enough anyways for it to matter. So I always find it interesting when people are like, no, I'm gonna settle in here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna get settled in. I want to lay down some roots and everything else. Because I kind of look at that going, I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense in my head. I am now old enough that settling in a specific area is just not a thing. Like I've got plans, I think, moving forward in life at some point in time to building like a tiny home on wheels, hitching it behind the car,
Oh,
and then just go driving around the country. We want to go. We're saving up money now to go gallivanting across the EU next year, I think, or
ooh, that'll be
coming
very
up soon
fun.
with that.
Are you
So
gonna stream
am
stream your
I
way
going
across the EU? You're gonna have a
That would
little
be
stream.
interesting. Well, so we're going like I think some of the plans are to go up to Sweden to say hi to Wags and Keisha, um,
Oh,
and the various friends that we've made up there, and then we're going to go down to just go around and see various people who live over there in that neck of the woods, streamers and online friends that we've made, because it'd be fun.
that does sound very.
You know, maybe find our way over to Germany and go say hi to Father Visions, because Sandy's not going to be there.
Yeah, because Sandy won't be there. We'll hang out with Father Visions. You know what, Nori? Maybe I'll like time my trip to Germany at the same time, and we can like get lunch or something like that in Munich while Sandy's here with Father Visions. Little lunch date.
Or South Korea, exactly. It's actually kind of funny, Sandy. One of the guys I used to work with was from South Korea. He's was a he was a physicist, and we used to argue heuristics and algorithms all day long. It was actually pretty funny. Um, brilliant scientist, really good with large data objects and everything. But yeah, I sat next to him for 4 years, and we worked on various odd different projects over the course of that 4 years. It was so much fun. Really interesting way of thinking. Anyways, Salty would like to know, what would you do with $1 million?
I would buy a house. That like number one thing right now. If I got a million with how house prices are here, I would buy a nice house that my roommates and I could have like our own room and a guest room in, and I would not really charge them rent, just enough to like cover utilities kind of thing. It would be lovely, and I would put aside some of it for taxes because I don't really want to be hit with like a $200,000 tax bill in 2025. And then probably I don't know what I would do with the rest. Probably go on vacation. After I got moved in, maybe take a week or two, go to Europe, visit Father Visions. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do with $1 million.
There you
Yeah.
go. Miss Snacks would also like to know is, if you were in charge of Twitch for a day, what would you change?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're like I guess visibility and promoting small streamers. And by small, I mean like under 50 followers, like your pre-affiliate people. Because I feel like they don't do an amazing job of promoting affiliate. Its visibility and discoverability is still terrible on Twitch. Um, but I think that that little bit of like trying to grow to get to affiliate is very difficult, and it's very hard to like, I don't know. A
I
lot so
think
many people give up, and it's hard for a reason.
it
Um,
is.
but it also sucks when you're just promoting um, you know, people that already have a couple thousand viewers. It's like, okay, yeah, they're cool, we get it, that's nice. But I want to like there's other people. A lot of people come to Twitch just for like the community and the talking, and you get that in the smaller streams that you don't get in like bigger streamers. That's what I would do.
Right. There is some things to be said about smaller streamers. You
Yeah.
do get a lot more of that personal one-on-one time with the streamer, with the community. Um, you're more of a bigger fish because it's a smaller pond, as it were.
Mhm.
Um, at the same token, you gotta understand, and while I agree, I think a bigger visibility for smaller streamers would be great. I think there needs to be like maybe a line on the main page that's like, "Hey, here are some," and they actually do that right now. Now, I'm
They've been
not
better about it. Yeah.
I'm not here advocating for Twitch. Let's get this first and foremost out of the way.
Nori does not speak for Twitch.
I no, I not by a long shot. Um, I do not. But I will say that they do their algorithm, if you let their algorithm collect data on you, will suggest other streamers that are playing games that you watch. And it doesn't always put up there the big streamers that you're watching. So on their main page, if you scroll down a little bit, they'll offer you like based on your game suggestions, here are people that are streaming, and some of them only have like one or two people. So they do offer ways for smaller streamers to get more discoverability. Is it front and center like the big ribbon up at the top? No.
I do think they also need, as a streamer, they need a level between affiliate and partner. Um, because when your standards are like 3 viewers a stream, and then you have to go to an average of 75 viewers a stream, that's a lot. I think there needs to be something around like 40 or 45 or something like
Well,
that.
yeah, but
That
I mean,
part.
what would be the advantages of going from and Squirrel? I don't disagree. Again, uh yes, I think they could do a little better, and that just depends on the category. So it's like bigger, newer games are always going to show people with higher viewer counts in them, unfortunately. Versus little niche games will show most often the little onesie twosie people that are out there playing.
And
That
it
is
is a money thing. You get ads from people with bigger streamers. It doesn't make sense for them financially to promote smaller people. So I get that.
yeah, they make more
And
money on the larger streamers, yes, and they are in the business of making money.
it's important. I also enjoy making money as a person.
um, but yeah, I think increasing, but I mean the discoverability factor could be as an improvement. I think all streaming platforms are trying to
Yeah.
work on. I mean, YouTube's just as bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, YouTube. Oh, YouTube's probably worse. I don't
Um,
know most. I don't
TikTok,
think.
Instagram. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of these places, a lot of these social networking sites and whatnot are the discoverability is hard. And I think it's intentionally hard because if it's something you really want to do, you stick at it.
Hmm.
And you don't, unless you get like super lucky, you don't get picked up and instantly famous in your first year. Like, it's just not going to be
Which
a
I
thing.
think is good. I think it's a good thing.
Right?
Um, just
I
from
think,
like a personal standpoint, you don't know how to deal with that. You barely know how to interact with it. You barely know how to put your stream together, within a year.
right.
You're just figuring out, you're like, oh my gosh, I can use sound alerts. That's so crazy. You know? Like just in terms of like moderation and stuff, having too
Right.
much growth too quickly is like it's more of a scary thing. It's more of a curse than a blessing, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think the people who stick with it and who stick with it long term, over time, that investment pays off
Yeah.
because they will grow. And two, it's also important to gauge your community, gauge your viewers, gauge what it is that you're doing, and see what works. right? It doesn't make any sense to do something that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
I mean, the only thing I would argue with that is just from like enjoying streaming personally. Um, I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely.
There are games that I play that I'm like, it doesn't do the best viewer wise. I get more viewers, I get more followers, I get more whatever doing other games, but I just like the game and I like the people, and it's like this is why I stream, you know? To a point, obviously. Um, but yeah.
There, Squirrel. Is that better?
Am I loud now? I also could move my mic closer to myself. It is like on the other side of the.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
It might be.
I have volume controls and I can turn you up some more. There.
Oh, yes. Listen to me now.
Yep. All good. All good. You know, if people are having a hard time hearing, we want to make certain that they can hear, so we can get hate for anybody to miss out on a single moment of the fabulousness that is the Saphira 876. Queen Sappy. By the way, I get Saphira 876 comes from Saphira comes from a book that you read. That's fine. 876 has meaning.
It has no meaning. It has no meaning. It was the username Saphira was taken and I was a kid, and so I was like doo doo doo, you know, with the numbers. They're right next to each other, you know. I think I like really like the number 7, so I was like, you know. But yeah, it has no meaning. It's just simply there.
Yes. I believe she said that was where her name comes from, was Aragon.
It does. It does. It's back there. And I found out my bear, my father, he's like a big Pokemon player, and his part of the reason he hired me at DreamHack was because of my username. And he loved Aragorn and named his, like, you know, whatever Pokemon character Saphira. And he was like, "Oh, Saphira, she's hired." So, you know, nepotism. It really works. It really works in my favor.
It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Miss Snacks would like to know just how irradiated is your home?
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. There's not that much. I have, how many pieces do I have?
We know how irradiated she is. We saw her turn the light off. She did glow green. It was not bright just yet, so I think she's okay, but we're definitely getting into nightlight territory.
Listen. All the pieces I have are safe. You can drink out of the wine glasses. You can eat off the plates. Do they glow a strange color? Yes, we shouldn't judge them for that. What's scary, if you want to get into like radium, what's scary to me is old Fiesta ware, specifically red Fiesta ware, is like they use a uranium glaze. It's like incredibly radioactive, way more than anything that I have. And then clocks, any clock faces that were painted.
Yeah, I remember the gnomes, the lawn gnomes that are red and highly radioactive.
Yeah, that one. Those scare me a little bit. But honestly, even that, if you put it behind like glass, you're fine. So, yeah, it's radium for watch faces. Radium because of there's actually a really good movie about the radium girls. It's, you know, mostly historically accurate. Mostly.
Now, is this like a hobby for you to go collect radioactive material? Is it just something that you started to do? If I want to make certain that
I really like antique glassware, so most of the occasionally if I like drink on stream, usually one of the glasses I have is something that I've collected. I don't often spend actual like a lot of money on it. I like to thrift and whatever and find cool stuff for cheap. I have lots of different color like cocktail wine glasses, whatever. I probably have close I probably have close to like at least $1,000 worth of glassware in like my bar right now. Um, I have paid less than $100 for it, but I have around $1,000 worth of glassware. I won't sell it because I like it. That's why I collected it. But Yeah, I like
Uh-huh,
a lot of Foxoria.
uh-huh. So
Um,
10 years from now, when they're operating and removing the tumas from her brain, we
let's- you can point back to this moment and my uranium death. It's perfectly safe. Don't worry about it. I read some studies. I think Oak Ridge National Laboratory did some studies on it. It's one of the nuclear
uh,
testing facilities. Anyways, don't worry about my radium poisoning. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I die, I die. You know.
uh, let's
Uh,
see. Sandy Visions would like to know, what is your favorite sibling moment?
Sibling. Wait.
Eagle, Sandy, Salty, Hale. I
Okay.
think is what she means by
I thought she
sibling.
was talking about my personal sibling moment, and I was like, I don't know if not that no one's interested in that, but um, I think I don't know. I don't know. I
Au
think we've had
contraire, mon frère. We
I,
are here for it all. Are you kidding me?
um we've had some. There was one night. Squirrel. Actually says that jokingly, but like I kind of would really like one for no particular reason. So it is on my wish list for real.
I tell you what, we'll put one on your wish list. You can give a channel point redeem that we'll get you a digital one, right? You put a channel point redeem up there
Ooh.
that occasionally flashes the readout from the Geiger counter in your room so we can track.
See, this is getting worse. Oh gosh. They're like, so Saf, have you been to the thrift store recently? Your Geiger counter points are a little up this week.
Look, there's a lawn gnome behind her head. Aha!
Gosh. I do kind of want a Geiger counter though. I I should just add that as a command, like like you know, exclamation point Geiger counter, and it gives you a random number, and that's what it is. It's the radioactivity of the room right now. It's fun. So, okay, yes. My
We've now
favorite
figured out why she has such a Wi-Fi suck. It's the radioactive decay in her room. It's the nuclear fallout that is her bedroom.
The problem is I've used it in some of my home decor, so I have pieces throughout the entire like apartment. It's not even concentrated in one area. It's just anywhere you go, you're exposed. So if you've ever been to my house, sorry, don't worry about it. You didn't want to live that long anyways, so it's fine.
Anyways, on to the question.
Yes. On to the question. Best favorite sibling moment. I think on stream had to be just Lethal Company in general has been a bop. But Eagle grabbing that stupid bee's nest, which then killed him. I don't know. That was probably one of my favorite moments. He just Eagle with the bee's nest. He kills all of us constantly. I think one time he brought it in the ship, and it still had the bees with it, and then it killed him, and then it killed all of us in the ship because he brought the thing in and then closed the door. So yes. And then I think there was like
those
one.
bees are not to be messed with.
No, the bee's nest is not worth it. I would rather deal with Thomas the Tank Engine again than deal with the stupid bee's nest. And we all know how I feel about Thomas the Tank Engine negatively. That was one of the most terrified I've ever been.
that clip, whenever that clip shows up, I laugh so hard.
I'm so glad it brings other people joy, because I was so genuinely terrified. I just Salty screaming. I just hear Thomas the Tank Engine music, and this thing is running at me. Oh my gosh, it was the worst.
All between you and Salty just screaming. Every time that comes up, I tear up laughing. I have to take time out because I'm like, I can't. Nope. They brought that clip out again.
It's
Can't do it.
like I scream a lot when I play horror games, as my roommates can attest, but that was like genuine terror, like for my life. I was gone. It was no longer a video game. It was active like fight or flight. Um anyways. But yeah. The siblings are lovely. I've never been a youngest sibling before, so I don't know how to feel about that. As a chronic middle child, it's a little weird to be the youngest. Um, but they're very lovely. We've had a lot of fun, like off stream, I don't know, talks, and I don't know. Everyone's just very kind and supportive, and I don't know. You can just be like, "Hey, I'm struggling with this." I honestly, I messaged about my taxes at one point. I said, "Hey, who can help me with taxes as a streamer?" And Eagle was like, "I got you. This is what you do." And the IRS accepted my taxes today, so thank you, Eagle. I did
Nice.
something right. Yeah. Not going to jail, so yeah.
I see. So we should change his name from AR Eagle to HNR Eagle.
Oh my gosh! Wait, that's so good. Wait. That's so funny. All right, so basically when I'm at the airport tomorrow, I feel like I have a new emote to draw. H&R Eagle.
Oh, God. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm just gonna message someone on Discord at like midnight. I'm gonna set a timer to get up at midnight to message Eagle just to be H&R Eagle. Anyways, okay, that's fine.
All right, so that's Eagle.
That's yeah. I have a list of things that I need to draw, and I'd have to do them, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I know the trials of having a large project list.
Like it would be cool. I'm still working on that. I say I'm still working on that Death Duo emote for me and Hales, but when I say working on it, I mean mentally I've thought that that's a thing that I need to do, and I haven't actually put the, I was gonna say proverbial, but literal pencil to paper. So it's fine. It'll happen. I know what I want to do. It will make it at some point.
You heard it here first, folks.
I think I actually, this is gonna sound creepy, Hales. I think I have a couple random like screenshots of your face from a stream, so I was like, ah, yes, I can use this for the emote, and it's just in my camera roll right now. I look like a stalker sometimes. It's fine. I'm an artist. Don't worry about it. I was just like, ah, yes, I need photo references for when I work on this project. She says that our group chat is called Hales' Harem, so we're all obsessed with Hales, really.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
Everybody is. You mean it? You're like, ah, Hales.
I can see that. Totally can see that. So that's it. You don't got any for that's it. Okay.
That's it. I think I answered it at some point in those ramblings.
Miss Snacks would like to know, of all of the historical landmarks you have visited, what was your favorite?
Ooh, that's a good one because I've been to a lot. I feel like I gotta do like, ooh. I think my favorite international. There's so many. I can't pick one, Nori. I've been to many places. I'm a well-traveled woman. I've seen the world. Okay? And I loved it. And then the world saw me and it also loved me. So,
a well-traveled woman.
I'm just joking.
I'm sorry. I'm from an
I
age that particular saying does not mean exactly what you think it means.
it doesn't mean I've been to foreign countries before. Okay, that's so good to know. It's fine. I
It's
think,
it's it's fine.
in general for historical stuff, living in Israel was super cool just for the fact that, like, compared to the US,
Hmm.
all of their historical sites, you can like they're not I stayed in a hostel and there's a random like Roman aqueduct in the middle of the building because they can't tear it down because it's too old, but they've got like 37 of them in that city alone, so they don't care. So they use it as a room divider and you have the group seating on one hand and then you have like the more, individual. So that was super cool because there was a lot of historical stuff that I got to see up close and personal. I don't know. You don't get to touch things in the US, which like makes sense, but also it's so sad. The Polish bakery where I met my soul. No, okay, he worked at the
I'm like
hotel. It wasn't.
I
It
have got
wasn't
to ask about this question because this sounds like it's got a story behind it. It
the
just
story is
sounds. She's blushing already. We all right. Buckle up, folks. We're in for something good here. Let's go.
the thing is my I've told I've told Salty my life in general is like the beginning of a rom-com, but it's like all the meet cutes, but nothing ever happens from it, if that makes sense. So this particular instance, I you dream of this man on my but you didn't even meet him. He was so sweet. Um, I so I did a study abroad thing in Jerusalem. I was there for like 6 months, a semester-ish. And we got the uh Jewish holidays off for, like obvious reasons. And so for a Rosh Hashanah, I went to Europe by myself. And so the first place I went was Poland. I've gotten lost. I don't have a good sense of you think my sense of direction in video games is bad? I don't have a good sense of direction in real life. I've gotten lost in like most of the countries that I've been to. Um so I'm in Krakow,
you're you're
Poland.
telling me this, and I'm like, it doesn't surprise me at all. Like, not even remotely shocked at that discovery.
I don't know how to respond to that. So I'm in Krakow, and the Airbnb I got, I couldn't check in until like 3 or something like that. And so I just went to the train station and you can pay like um it's Polish like zlotsky or something like that, I think is their currency because it's not the euro, but like $1 basically, the equivalent to leave my suitcase there for like the whole day. It was so nice. So I go back, I get my suitcase. The Airbnb had messed up. And so she sent me a message and was like, "Hey, just so you know, the address that's listed on there is not actually correct. It's like instead of like 56, it was like 57 whatever street." She's like, "But I can't change it." So that's the actual address kind of thing. And I'm like, "Oh, great, shouldn't be an issue." I think Google had already read my emails and it popped up on my like Google Maps as like, "Oh, you live here," or like, "This is your Airbnb for the night." So I'm off to find my Airbnb. Um, it was not right next to each other, and now it is like 8 o'clock at night, and it is dark, and I'm in the middle of a country that I don't speak the language of by myself with my suitcase in not a bad area, but not like the greatest area. So I'm slightly panicking a little bit because I am, a solo female traveler. Not the best thing I could be doing. And I see a hotel up ahead. Hotel Lavender, I think was the name of it. Um, in in Krakow. You can look it up. I don't know. I think that's what the name was. And so I go in there, and very calmly and rationally, I definitely was not crying because I was terrified. There was a very cute boy at the front desk. I was like, "Do you guys have like why?" Because the thing was that okay, it was my own fault. Did they tell us we were required to get an international SIM card? Yes. Did I do that? No. There's free Wi-Fi everywhere. I just lived like I would just download the Google map of where I wanted to go beforehand, and even if I got lost, it still shows your location, even if you don't have internet. So I'd just be vibing by myself with no I didn't have a phone. Looking back, that probably wasn't the smartest thing for me to do, but I just didn't have like internet access at all. And so there I am, slightly maybe in tears. I cry a lot when I get stressed. And I'm like, can you help me? I'm lost. And he was like, oh, of course, we can connect you to the hell Wi-Fi. Because my thought process was, even if I can't find where I'm supposed to stay, it's a hotel. I can get a room and figure it out in the morning. That's fine.
Right.
And so their Wi-Fi is broken. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? And so he pulls out his phone and sets up a personal hotspot so I can connect to his hotspot and find where I'm supposed to be. And it turns out I was like just like at 30 feet away, honestly. It was like a block down. It was not far at all. And he was like, "Oh, I know where that is." And then he like leaves his desk and walks me down the street to where my Airbnb was. So the next day I stopped by a bakery and bought a pastry, and I he wasn't working the front desk, but I was like, "Oh, do you mind, like, whoever the guy was, like, can you give this to Lucas? He really helped me out last night." And Salty said I should have left my phone number on there, and I didn't. And I was really sad. I had to wipe my like saved Wi-Fi at one point because like one day I'm like I'm just gonna be somewhere random and my phone's gonna be like, do you want to connect to Lucas's hotspot? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the Polish guy. But I had to clear my Wi-Fi, so no Polish soulmate. And then I went to London and got lost there. So
it sounds like a very bad romantic comedy.
It's a really bad romantic comedy. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. My Polish soulmate. I get lost in a lot of
places. Exactly, right, nerd?
Is that Saf fan fiction? Lucas's hotspot? God, that's terrible. It's so bad. It's Listen, Hales, you're not getting out of it that easily. I don't think they're gonna let it go.
I can see it now. Follower number 300. This one's for you, Lucas.
If it I don't know if it makes it better, but the next country I traveled after that, from that trip, like within the same week, I also got lost in London. And I was, not crying because that would be embarrassing, and I would never do that. But I was by the Tower of London, and this random man who is like, I don't know, advertising for some haunted Tower of London attraction. He's got like goth steampunk attire. He's like, "Oh, can I help you, ma'am?" And I was like, "I just want to know where the Harry Potter tour is." Just like the tourist I am. And he's like, "Oh, of course I can help you out," or whatever. And then he just like takes my hand and kisses it and was like, "It was lovely to meet you, ma'am." And I was like, what is happening to me right now? Anyways, it was a pretty good tour, so glad I didn't. It was, yeah. I think we should move on to a different question.
we're what we're getting now, for those of you just joining in, what we're getting now is Safi's hot tips on how to survive as a single woman gallivanting around this world. Apparently, all you have to do is find hot guys named Lucas and borrow their Wi-Fi.
And borrow their Wi-Fi.
And tell strange tour guys in England that you're just looking for the Harry Potter.
It's true. Later, at one point, I ended up by myself in a hot tub with 3 men. And my parents saw from their hotel room, they were like, "Oh, Sarah's out there hanging out with like these 3, shirtless men in a hot tub." And then they took pictures. They were like, "Oh, this is funny. This is great." Very supportive. So, I think we should move on. I don't know if I like this topic anymore. No. My mom is texting me. What? You did. No. We were in Aqaba. And you were sitting up there in the hotel. You showed me the pictures afterwards. And I was like, anyways. Sorry. Maybe it's a good thing Mother Staff doesn't have access to talk and chat. Fine. So All right. What's the next question, Nori? It's fine.
It's like change subject, quick, quick.
My mom said it was evidence in case something happened. Just taking, not getting involved personally, just taking pictures from a distance. Yes, I was
Oh.
with my parents. I had met up with them. They came to visit me in Israel, and we went to Jordan together with like a tour group. And it was one of the guys from my tour group, and then two of the guys I knew. I knew all of them, so it was fine. But yes, no,
Was it?
they were there.
Was it now? Are you sure?
What's the next question, Nori? I think we're dwelling too much. There's I can like feel the AO3 accounts being made.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, it's time to start going out, making an email, Lost Love Lucas, and just.
Do you remember this crying American tourist? Like.
All right. If you could meet a historical figure from any point in time, who would it be?
I don't know. So I'm deep in thought. There's too many historical like I feel like the obvious answer for me is Jesus. Like I think being like, "Hello, sir," and then he'd be like, "What are you doing here? Go back to your time," or something like that. But I feel like he'd know. He'd know I wasn't supposed to be there. But I feel like anyone from that kind of like I'd be scared to meet a lot of these people. There's too many creepy historical figures that I'm like, you're an interesting person. I don't want to know more about you. Know what? I changed my mind. Maria Tallchief. I would love to meet her. I think she died relatively recently, like in the 90s. But I would love to have met her. For anyone that doesn't know, Maria Tallchief is America's first prima ballerina. She's from the Osage, like a Native American tribe in Oklahoma. Um, she's so cool. I wrote so many papers about her in high school. She was just amazing. She danced with the Ballet Russes for a bit, which are like huge in ballet history. She was married to George Balanchine for a bit, which he did a lot for ballet history or for like ballet in general, including like I don't know. I kind of blame him for eating disorders a little bit, but like it's fine. Anyways. I would meet her. She was super cool. Had a very interesting life. Um, did a lot.
There you go.
I like Maria Tallchief.
Jesus.
Cool. He probably would. He'd be like, "Wait, go back. What are you doing?"
Oh, that's perfect there, Swirl. Yes, I go do Craigslist for
it
Poland.
was with a K. It was with a K. She's spelling it right. I think I screenshotted it somewhere before I had to like reset my Wi-Fi or something. Or reset my phone. It was very sad. It's a really sad time for me. I was like, I'll never meet this man again. I can never dramatically connect to the hotspot.
Miss Sandy Visions would like to know: would you learn Germany for Sandy?
I would. I've genuinely
Germany. I'm like Germany. Yeah,
I know
no, German. Read the question.
I've actually considered recently reaching out to one of my friends who she is German, but they immigrated over here when she was young, so she spoke it when she was younger and then kind of stopped. And now that she's like my age, she's starting to like relearn it and be like, "Hey, do you want to learn some German together?" Because I do enjoy learning different languages. I like rules, and language has a lot of them, and I'm really good at memorizing things. So it's like you do know that friend too. You get like I can memorize words, and then you give me a list of rules, and it's like, bam, we're talking. It's easy, really. So
Yeah,
but I
words.
would learn German.
You would learn German.
I would learn German. Yeah, case in point. Yes. Okay. But genuinely, Sandy, actually teach me German. Like I would love to. I would love to learn. She says I have good pronunciation when I try to read random German things. So
Well, that's a positive step then.
yeah, yeah, it's great. I was
Okay,
gonna say,
you have to sound a little bit more positive when you say, "Yeah,
I
it's great."
well,
I'm
I
just
was
saying
trying to.
because
My last name is German. I was about to say, oh, my last name means such and such in German, and then I was like, oh, I can't. I probably shouldn't dox myself like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's maybe not the best idea.
no, probably not
You're like,
the
here's my German last name. Have fun with that. But
yeah.
yes, I would
I would say you probably don't want to do something like that.
probably
That's probably a bad
probably don't want
idea.
to do that. Very smart.
Just saying, you know.
Yes.
Like I don't personally I don't care if my last name gets out there. It's not going to affect me one bit because my last name is like the Smith of Hispanics.
Yeah, mine is not like that. I've never
Right?
met another person.
My last name is Sanchez.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna. It is what it is.
Help yourself.
You're like, I try and find me. Go for it.
In fact, I went
No
and
worries.
Googled my given name on Google, and it came back with no less than I think like 20,000 iterations of me.
Wow.
Help yourself. Have at it. My given name is as generic as it comes for my nationality. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know. Yeah, I think I googled my name once and I found there is another person that exists with my full name. Um, I don't know. I think she's in like Norway or something like that. It was really random, but it was like I don't know. I expected to see just myself because I don't know. I've never met someone else with the last name. So
Yeah. I just
Mildred. Don't talk about Mildred.
okay. We've got more questions to ask, but I have to know what is the story behind Mildred.
Um, it's my grandma name. I'm trying to answer it without um the problem is it reveals more personal information about me.
Okay, well then that's
So,
fine. We can skip the question. You
yeah,
can say I
yes,
can't answer that
it's just
one.
my real name. Yeah, I don't think I can answer how that came about without, but no, it's just my name is Mildred. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Sandy. Mildred Schimmelpfling. I added an L in there that wasn't supposed to be there.
I was gonna say I heard an extra L in there.
There was definitely an extra L in there. Schimmelpfennig. Good. You sound much better. It's my name. I know how to pronounce it. Don't argue with me. It's a silent L. It's not a silent. It's like the opposite of a silent letter where you just pronounce a letter that's not supposed to be there.
It's an
It's
additive
like
name, right? You just
it's like
add extra vowels as you
yeah,
go about
it's like
it.
anti-French, you know, where French you add in vowels you don't pronounce. This one you take out the letters and you do pronounce them. I guess that's just Hebrew. They just don't put vowels in, but you're just supposed to know that they're there and say them. It made learning Hebrew really difficult.
Wow.
Like, what do you mean you don't know what this word is? I don't know. I didn't get half the letters to it.
It's one of those you just have to know how to say
Honestly, it pretty much was how it goes.
it.
So,
All right.
uh,
Miss Snacks would like to know who made that darling Minecraft cross stitch behind you.
oh, I'm gonna knock stuff over, but Salty Snacks gave this when we met up like 3 years, I think, after college or something like that. It was the first time we'd seen each other. Um, but yeah, it's a little axolotl. It says the healing power of friendship, which is the achievement you get in Minecraft when you attack like I don't know, like a zombie or something like that, a drowned, and the axolotl helps you. And then I have pictures of that we took a dream hack of the regime and then me with Will and Bear. So, you know, friendship. I just need more pictures with friends. So that's all I got right now. Nobody's intentionally left out. I just didn't have a physical print. I have prints of my friends. I just didn't actually get them printed. One day.
There you go. One day.
That's who made that lovely cross stitch.
There any particular reason for the cross stitch? Was it just something you wanted, or just something that they sent to you as a gift?
Yeah. It was a surprise. Salty is cross stitches. If you didn't know that about her, maybe you'll find out next week on Talk Tuesday.
I did not know that about her, but thank you for the ammunition. We will now pepper her with
she cross stitches. She made, I think it was a Grogu for Sandy at one point. For like our first time we met up, she gifted her with a little cross stitch. So we all have little cross stitches from Salty. It's very cute.
The way I'm cross stitching her right now. Yeah, she was supposed to do an old lady knitting circle or something.
Oh yes, my nursing home knitting circle. Yes.
All right, we're getting down into the. You thought you were blushing before. Just you wait.
Oh, no.
Miss Sandy would like you to show off that cool present that she gave you.
Oh yes, it's right here. She asks every time. I think she only does roll for initiative so she can show it off. But she got me this. She got me this little mimic that she gave me at DreamHack. So, you open it up and it's like, and it has all my dice in here. So when I have to work out, that's where. Actually, I have some out here that I probably should put back in there. But yeah, it has my dice, and it eats them. But yeah, that's my cool gift from Sandy. And the t-shirt that she left at my house that's in a suitcase. It was also a very cool gift that she gave me. It's so kind of her to leave that for me.
Miss Hales Vanon would like to know, who is your favorite book character?
Who is my favorite book character? Oh.
I mean,
there's too many. I think oh my gosh. I can't remember their names. I'm looking over my bookshelf. But the main characters in The Scarlet Pimpernel. That's probably one of my favorite books ever. I need to reread it actually. It's been a while since I've read it. But those, yeah. It's like the epitome of like everything you want from like a little swashbuckling romance. I think I had to read it in school. And it was one of the, I mean, there are a lot of books that I read ahead in, but this one, I think I like finished it like the first day because I liked it so much, and then I had to go back and answer questions about it, and that was stupid. Thanks, Mom. I just wanted to read the book, but no, I had to think about it, and I was like, just let me enjoy this. It was a good book. Yeah, it was that one. Ivanhoe. I also really liked Ivanhoe, but I read the abridged version.
I could not stand Ivanhoe. I struggled through that book. No, I struggled through that book.
I had like the kids version of it though, so
Oh no, we had the full thing we had to read. There was no abridged anything.
I read it for fun. We didn't actually have to read that one for school. It just was in our library downstairs, so we had a lot of good books in the library. So, yeah.
Barring the typo, yoinkis.
The Lord eateth, Lord yoinketh away. Oh, I like that. That was good. So, I think that answers the question. A Wishbone version of Ivanhoe. Oh my gosh, I love Wishbone. Oh, the cute little dog.
Yeah. All right. Let me see where we. Miss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the screen and everything if we're going to get her to show off them guns. Miss Sandy Visions would like you to flex.
I don't have if I can in this shirt. I don't think it really, like shows off the. I got a little definition there. I don't know if does that work for you, Sandy? You should- I did that. I did a lot of massage today. My wrist kind of cramped up a bit when I did that. I'm not gonna lie. I need to go get some magnesium or something. Are you barking at me, Salty? My mother is here. Put that away. Now I have to explain what that means. Oh my gosh. That's the worst. How could you do this to me? Salty barks like
I'm waiting for the explanation behind this one. Let's go.
the explanation behind what? I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
No.
You can't walk back then.
I decided I don't want to answer that question, Nori. Rules are rules. I don't make them. I just break them. No.
It's fine. All right. Give me a second. I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. This one held Miss Sandy Visions up pretty good last week.
Okay, I think I know what this is.
Kiss, marry, kill. Salty, Sandy, Hales.
See, people think this is difficult. This is easy. I can give you an answer right now. I already know. This is very easy. So, we'll start backwards at kill, marry, kiss. So being the good friend that I am, Salty Snacks confided in me, which I then shared to everybody, that she would like to die by the time she's 30 to a serial killer. So obviously I kill Salty Snacks because the point of this is that she ends up on a white woman's podcast, like true crime podcast. So what is more dramatic than especially in this day and age, you can really do a lot with, her screamer best friend, goes and murders her kind of thing. So, Sandy, you say that like I'm not already. Please. This is child's play. So obviously kill Salty Snacks. Sandy Visions and I already married. It's already happened. Plus green card. Why wouldn't I do that for my very dear friend? And then I wouldn't. Hales is in a very loving relationship, and I'd hate to get in between that, but maybe just one little kiss is okay. But yeah, bam. It's easy. I don't know why Sandy had such a difficult time with this. It is what it is, A good friend would murder their best friend by the time they're 30. That I'm all saying. She's 1 year closer. Watch out, Salty. Watch yourself. Or don't watch yourself, actually.
Well, I mean, we did learn during the first week of this that life ends at 30, right? So
it does. So you gotta take her out before then. Sandy, I'm so sorry. You got a couple months left. She just died in 6 months. Can we get some F's in chat for Sandy? I'll be the first. Die. Can you imagine being 30? Couldn't be me, honestly. I've just decided not to be 30 ever.
I gave up being my age a long time ago. I routinely act my shoe size. I'm sorry. That's
good. I had thoughts of Shad for a second, then I was like, I don't wear size 14 shoes, sadly, so I don't really act my shoe size, but
periodically you're just kind of rolling around going, I'm only 3.5 years old.
I'm not 3.5. Sandy, why are you doing some sort of cult ritual in the sea to end your life at 30? When does this become? What vacation is this? Hang on. Do I need to bring my sacrificial robes? Like, genuine question, because I might have to pack an extra bag. If you want the candles, like, okay, it's fine. We'll
It's
do it.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. We
All
got
right.
it covered.
We're sacrificing Sandy in August. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Are you sure I shouldn't worry about it?
I'm sure.
This
I'm so
sounds
sure.
like something I
I'm so
should be
very
worried
sure.
about.
No. Listen. No, you can trust me. If you needed to worry about it, I would tell you about it. And it's just it is a simple ritual sacrifice.
I don't think I can trust you though.
Listen. Nori. When
The
September hits,
brutal efficiency
no.
at which you just sacrificed, killed, and like, wasn't even a
September
hesitation.
hits,
Like I had already figured this shit out. Watch this. Flat.
after August 18th, when all of a sudden you have good crops, it's because of me and the ritual sacrifice. It's the crops. When you see a bountiful harvest and like many children or something like that, yeah.
Good God, I hope not to see many children. Are you kidding me? No.
It was a sacrifice. Squirrel, listen, all of this is hypothetical, of course. I would never. No, Sandy. The thing is, you sacrifice so that you will get a bountiful harvest. So your sacrifice means that I get more Cheez-Its, I guess.
Sacrifice my best friend to the Cheez-It gods.
The Cheez-Its god. I've run out. Listen, I got more best friends. I don't have more Cheez-Its. So
I got plenty of best friends. I need Cheez-Its, damn it.
I need. Oh, that's true. It does have good Bavarian mustard. I got other German friends. It'll be fine. Sasha's dork and cries a lot. Okay, Brotherford, you didn't have to sum me up in like a sentence. They never see it coming.
I think he did. I think that was his whole purpose behind that sentence.
Yes. So there we go. I don't know how we got to good harvest, but it's great. Yeah. I'm just saying.
This is Talk Tuesday. There is no telling how we get anywhere in any of these conversations. They just happen. It's magic. It is the beauty of a Talk Tuesday. That's. Like legitimately, just about anything can happen in a Talk Tuesday, and generally does.
It's true. I don't even know what I'm going to say half the time, which is honestly the problem. It's a mistake.
Are we sure that's a problem?
I don't know if you.
I mean, obviously,
Salty.
Lucas didn't think it was a problem.
Salty and Sandy can attest. And Hales, and we were playing code names together, and I just started talking like how my brain normally works, and they were like, "Oh God, is that what's happening?" And then Salty got really worried about our likelihood of winning the game if this was what my thought process was. So we didn't win. She was right to be worried. It's great. Yeah.
I love how quickly you're like, yeah, we didn't win. It doesn't matter.
We didn't win. It was fine.
We didn't stand a chance at winning. Just forget about it.
No.
Not even ask about
I would be a great conspiracy theorist. I was pulling connections out of thin air. You know, she's like, "Oh, obviously it's these two," and I'm like, I don't know. It's fine.
Why do you think pulling connections out of the air would make you a good conspiracy theorist?
I could be easily convinced. We established this at the regime that I am the easiest person that could be I don't know, brought into a cult. I think that's what that was. I forgot how the question was. Oh, who is most likely to join a cult? Me. I'm easily influenced. I've been told I can't be gaslit because I'm too smart, and they're so right though. Anyways.
Hang on a sec, Rutherford. We'll get your question here. Hang on.
Third question.
Yep. It's actually the next one on the list, anyways. So there you go. What one drink would you choose to have for the rest of your life, and why?
Oh, easy. Apple cider. I don't think you all understand the amount of love that I have for apple cider, and the fact that, and it's like you can't even go to the grocery store and get good apple cider when it's not the fall, because it's not like you can buy it, but it's not the same. I go through an embarrassing amount of apple cider when it is fall. Like the second that stuff hits the stores, I am like looking for it. Hot or cold? I don't mind either, but I prefer cold apple cider. Um, and I usually maybe it's kind I don't like it hard as much. Like I enjoy hard apple cider, but I just like apple cider. Maybe it's just a slightly like the teenage version of apple juice, and I'm still a child, but I love apple cider so much. Part of it is like it's like a little bit of a nostalgic thing because that's something we would do a lot as a family. In like in the fall is we'd raw apple juice. Okay, you didn't have to hurt me like that. But we would make popcorn on the stove, not like in a bag, the real way. We like have to shake it, and it sounds like the stove is dying or something. And make a campfire and have apple cider and popcorn and hang out as a family. And it's very lovely. And apple cider is so good. Sparkling apple cider, chef's kiss. We used to call it kids wine, because that's what we
Yep.
would get holidays. Our little
That's
champagne
exactly
glass
what it was
full
called
of the
growing up.
Martinellis.
Yeah, the kids' wine.
My friend sent me. There's a song somewhere that has the lyrics are like champagne glass with the Martinellis. It sounds like it's about like drinking, but it's just Martinellis. It's so good.
Martinelli's.
Just Martinellis. Ah, I love apple cider. Brotherford, why'd you have to say that? Now I want apple cider and I can't have it for another like 8 months.
You apparently do not live. You live in the wrong part of the country.
I really do. It takes so long. You did gift me a bottle of Martinelli's when I returned to the US. That was so fun.
Miss Blue Potato Cat returns with her standardized question of, can I steal your shoes, please?
Which shoes? I guess that's not the question. Like it depends. Like I'm not wearing shoes right now, so like you can't. I don't really have anything to give you, but like I don't know. My sister just gave me like 2 pairs of tennis shoes she didn't want. You can have one of those. I can't wear 3 pairs of tennis shoes at once. So oh, with extra potatoes, yes, ma'am, you can have them. I do like potatoes. I'm gonna have some potatoes tonight, I think.
Potatoes.
Now I want potatoes.
This has become a thing now, right? People come in here, we start talking about it, just the conversation goes to food. And then like everybody gets hungry. I'm like, wait, why are we suddenly talking about food again? How did we end up on food?
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Oh. Yes. Okay, Swifty, like I will come visit anybody for I could be bribed with apple cider. It's probably a problem.
I happen to know the area in which she's referring to, and they are serial about their cider. Good stuff too.
Good. I'll watch out. I'll be there. Don't. I will. You have apple cider and listen. Like I said, I can be bribed with apple cider. Apple cider and mustard is really. Do you ever realize that you've become?
Wait. Whoa. Why would you put mustard in your apple cider?
No. I'm just saying Germany's exports include the good ones, at least. Apple cider and Bavarian mustard. I have 3. Do I have 3? I think I have 3 bottles left. She's given me like 8 total since December. I really like the mustard. I've gone through a lot of it. It's kind of
Yes.
embarrassing. I did give away one of those bottles to my brother, so there's that. But yeah, Sandy's, Father Visions, Cats, mustard, apple cider, and more. Sounds great.
Yeah, we've all
Oh,
seen the cats on her stream. Those are
they're so
fantastic little
cute.
cats.
I held them when they were babies. They are so small.
When they were babies.
When they were babies. Just little
Um.
babies. Okay.
So
Yes.
as we're still in the beginning of 2024, which is
Mhm.
rather nice, and as you look forward to the rest of 2024, any big plans for you, for the stream, for like any? I mean, I know you just hit your 250 follower goal, so that's
Did.
super exciting. You
I did hit
know,
my
hoorah!
200. That was very exciting. I was
But
telling Sandy the other day it's cool to look back and be like, wow, hitting 50 followers to hit affiliate was like such a big deal. And now here we are, 5 times that. Crazy.
crazy, insane, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
so any big plans for the rest of this year? Like anything huge coming up on your radar? You're like, ooh, yes, we are going to be doing. I don't know that,
Um,
whatever that happens to be.
well, the nursing home knitting circle is something that I've been talking about doing like forever and just have not been able to have like a weekend that I could get together and do it. So I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. I'm thinking about doing it when I come back. I don't know. I'll think about it in the airport. I want to try and incorporate a lot more art because that was something I really enjoyed doing. Um, my problem is I do traditional art, and so I could probably set up an easel somewhere, but I have to rearrange a lot of things to do an art stream. So that's something I really want to work on. Um, I don't know. That's for me personally, that's kind of my goals. I want to do a lot more with TikTok. Um, my roommate has gotten into video editing, and so she has a bunch of my clips right now, and she just goes through and edits them and sends them to me, and then I get reminded of the stupid things that I do. And it's great. And then I share them with the world. So
Yeah, reminded of the stupid
she
things I do.
she um she sent me one. I think it's the most recent one that I posted on there, and she was like, "Just so you know, this kind of looks like a fan edit, and that's not what I meant it to be, but that's what happened." And I was like, "It's okay. It's okay. I love you anyways. It's great." Um,
Great, that's
she did a
great.
wonderful job editing.
Um, Squirrel says if you have recommendations for a traditional art stream setup, she is trying to convince her cousin, which some of the emotes on the channel here, like
Ooh,
the new hype emote, the green heart one that you see an awful lot of, yeah, those were
yeah,
all done by Swift's cousin.
yes. Two
Um,
cameras. It depends if she wants to show her face, but yeah, I showing your face complicates things a lot when it comes to that because then you have to figure out 2 cameras and then trying to show the art that you're doing it while you're also and not cover it up. It's yeah. Digital art is a lot easier. I would think. I've never streamed digital art before, but I feel like it's a lot easier to do than trying to finagle. It's like trying to take a picture of traditional art. Like I take a picture of my art and I'm like, this is terrible. And I look at it in person, I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm so good at this. So I just
I, I just
yeah,
I love the this is so terrible. I'm so good at this.
I'm so good at
Like
this. I am incredibly confident. But also not at the same time. So
it's glorious.
but yeah, that's where I'm looking forward to personally is I mean obviously keeping up Twitch. There's now that I have the computer, there's a lot of new games that I want to stream. Sandy and I have been going through I actually own all the Star Wars games now. So you've seen a lot of Star Wars from me um in the future that I'm very excited about
Yeah,
once
I
I get
noticed
back.
that you two have been doing some Old Republic
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yes. It's very great. The first stream I didn't know how any of the controls because Sandy was like, I listen to me, I know what is best, and follow me. And then I was like, about halfway through the stream, I think it was Aldronis was like, "Hey, this is how you like move your like FOV. And I was like, thank you. Because I didn't know how to do that. And it was very difficult. Yes. I got my lightsaber behind me. It's great. It's great. It's fun.
Now, I'm curious, just purely my own curiosities at this point, but more to the point of, were you big into Star Wars before getting involved with the regime? Or is
Yes.
that
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's become a thing as being a part of
Now
being in the regime?
I'm not like I don't really read. I read a few of the books and stuff. Like I'm not big into a lot of like the outside Star Wars stuff, but it's always um one of my favorite like childhood memories is our grandparents live like 8 hours away, and so anytime we would drive, my dad would pull out the work laptop, and we got to watch Star Wars on DVD because it had a DVD player, and that was like a big deal um on our 8 hour drives up. So that was, yeah, they're very special to me. I like the Star Wars movie. Not gonna lie, Phantom Menace was my favorite as a kid. Uh, and I still stand by the fact that it's not as bad as people say it is. Um, but I'm biased. I was like, oh my gosh, a whole movie about like world building. This is so fun. And then everyone else is like, a whole movie about world building. This needs to die. So, yeah, to each his own.
To each his own.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was big into Star Wars before the regime. We did our Star Wars photo. I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's my profile pictures from our Star Wars photo shoot. We all have matching ones. And I think it was, so I don't know if Salty's seen Star Wars or if she just didn't really know it, but we manipulated her into doing a Star Wars photo shoot without knowing anything about it. She was like sending us pictures, like, does this look Star Warsy? And we're like, yeah, you look so good. That was fun. We need to do that again.
I did not know that, Squirrel. I will have to add that to those. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, that's where our Twitch avatars come from. All of them, if you look, they all match and they're all from the same photo shoot. I like popped off on TikTok. Um accidentally went like a little viral with a video I did from our Star Wars photo shoot, so that was fun. I'm kind of like a minor celebrity. Not really, but kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Salty, I
It's
feel like
fine.
it doesn't
It's
count.
fine.
We got to rewatch it. It's going to happen. All 6 of the Star Wars movies because there's no others. That's so crazy. Except for Rogue One. Rogue One can stay. That one can stay. I don't accept critiques. This isn't a debate. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. The first six Star Wars movies and Rogue One were a great story and nothing else.
Nothing else? It doesn't matter?
Nothing else. Doesn't matter. I don't want to hear
it. This is very true, Squirrel. The to watch list always gets bigger. It never shrinks. You can never get ahead of it.
I think the watch list is just at this point movies that Saf hasn't seen. We watched Shrek. I saw Shrek for the first time. Very good. Dirty
Wait.
Dancing. Shrek 2. It's just Shrek. I've seen Shrek now though, so it doesn't matter. What do you
Did
mean
that
wait?
movie come? No, that movie. You were old enough to have watched that movie when it came out.
I was. I just never did. I didn't see it until
That made question. I'm
Halloween.
like, I know I'm not that old yet.
No.
Wait a second.
No, I haven't seen. I've seen Shrek and Shrek 2 now because of Prince Charming. I haven't seen Shrek the Third, Shrek Forever After. I haven't seen Rocky Horror. Yeah, it's just a list of things I haven't seen. Jaws. Listen, the thing is
that
though,
hurts
okay,
the soul. I have not seen Rocky Horror. That just hurts the soul.
I'm sorry. Listen, I cried during VeggieTales Jonah and National Treasure. Like, how do you think I'm gonna hold up in some of these movies? Not well. I so don't worry about it.
We're gonna have to do some color correction. You're turning red again.
I'm a redhead. What can I say? It comes with the territory.
Well, technically, so was I. We're a little bit spicier than that. Come on now.
We're a little bit spicier than I say that and the sun laughs.
Mr. Jax asks or says, "Hello, how are you?" That's the whole question.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm very good. I don't know if that's how my day is, kind of thing. It was a long day. I was very glad to get home, and Talk Tuesday got me through my day. Let's say that it was not. But it could have been better. Could have been better. It was fun. It was very busy. A bunch of people were sick at work, so that's fun. But yeah,
It's always a good time, right?
I can't complain too much.
Bunch
I
of
will
people sick
complain
at
too
work.
much, but I can't. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
complain
that's
all the
something.
time. Let's see. All right, so Rutherford is not here for this question apparently, but you know he's got two more here on the list. These should prove to be rather interesting. The first one is Kiss, Marry, Kill. We're back at this one again.
Didn't we just
already
do this
know how extremely efficient she is at this particular decision matrixing.
Okay, that was just with those three people.
Yes, Kiss, Marry, Kill, Zoda, Nori, and him. And why are you killing him?
Oh no! Now I see why Sandy takes so long. Oh, it's like I gotta deliberate, you know?
What are you talking about deliberating? What are you deliberating for? You ruthless efficiency. We saw you how you handled it last time.
That was easy. None of you have expressed to me a desire to die, so like I can't help you with that. You know? Pulling up. Oh yeah, yes, my conspiracy hands from college. Forgot I do that. Rutherford, Zoda, and Nori. That's so hard. Okay, we gotta narrow down. So, Rutherford, sexiest man on Twitch. You know, it is what it is. But like, also, you know, married, and I respect his wife. So like, I can't. I don't know. There's too many factors that play, Nori. See that Sandy and Hales. That was easy. That was laid out for me, like the perfect deck of cards. You know what I mean? This is it's like I have to stew on it for a little bit, you know, and like, I see why Sandy took a long time, but not really because it was easy. It was an easy question. That one was. This one.
I don't know. I feel like this one's a fairly quick and easy one too. Because for references, right? All three of them are married. All three of them in that list are married, so it doesn't really matter. Like, and all of this is hypothetical. So
it is hypothetical. You know. Yeah. What's your answer, Nori?
What's my answer? Well, since I can't marry myself. And kissing myself would be really difficult to do, so I guess I'm the one who gets to get killed.
Oh gosh, that got dark so quickly.
So you know, there you go. As far as the other two, I'm afraid I would marry Zoda. Mostly because I like his sense of humor, and listening to him scream constantly as I'm throwing dishes at him for the rest of our life is going to be fantastic. And Rutherford, because he is the sexiest man in the world, I would kiss him and let him continue to influence and cause jealousy out there in the public's eyes.
In the public. See, I personally think that I could be handle being married to the sexiest man on Twitch. So I think I would marry Rutherford. I think as the sexiest woman on Twitch, I deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's my logic there. So marry Rutherford. I think I would kiss Soda and nobody would find your body, Nori. At all. We would have doubly bountiful crops in August. Maybe this isn't a threat, more of a warning. Maybe don't go to Sandy's birthday party. Might be a good idea. There you go. There's my answer.
I'm certain it'll be just fine. I have very little doubts of my health issues at this particular point in time.
That's what Sandy said, and then she turned 30. So
I'm past 30.
We all know what happens there. You can always turn 30 twice. So
I am way past 30, so I'm not even remotely concerned about it.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna have such a great garden. Can fertilize the same crop. That. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I thought. Sometimes I can stop it before it just word vomits.
Let's see. Rutherford would also like to know, and I will have to. I will take this question to him and his answer to him in his stream later on.
Oh, good.
What is your most embarrassing moment on stream? If you could erase it from happening, would you?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been like super embarrassed while streaming. Trying to think. I don't know. I guess secondhand embarrassment. Pitbull was so funny, and that was not on stream, Salty. That was good. Anyways. I was not embarrassed. I was vibing.
How quickly they're like, Pitbull.
They say that like that wasn't a calculated effort to make sure that I never had to actually post the game again.
I don't think it was calculated. I think that was just sheer accident, and you're just reveling. I think that was sheer accident, and you're just reveling in it.
I would say, I don't know if this is like most embarrassing moments on Twitch. Probably not what he was going for, but the most awkward I feel on Twitch is mainly like when people comment inappropriate things, I think. Or like just not even like not safe for work stuff. I was gonna say that's fine. It can be fine depending on it, but when people start to get a parasocial, it really stresses me out. Especially those like early days of streaming, I would not want to go through that again. I was very thankful to have my older brother with me because people don't say as weird things. I found out when you have like a 20-something-year-old man in your stream with you, they tend to not be as mean and hateful. Doesn't stop everybody, but it's nice to have somebody else there and deal with it, especially when you're a new streamer and you're like get so excited that someone's talking to you and then they start saying like not great stuff, and it I don't know if that's embarrassing. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's where my mind went. So
well, that's where your mind went.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was what he had in mind for the answer to his question.
I don't think it was. I also don't know if I'd genuinely be embarrassed on stream, but I also like as a person, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't get embarrassed. Obviously I was turning red earlier, but that's different. Like I very much have like in my own personal life, like it sounds dumb. I just choose not to let things bother me. Like, it's
Hmm.
fine. It's life. We all move on. I really can't think of anything that I've done that I've been like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I, like, said that or did that," or, in relation to Twitch kinda thing, because it is what it is. I don't wanna say embarrassment is a choice, but
Well,
I
I don't
just
know that I would
have
say it's
decided.
a choice, but I think
Yeah.
it's one of those, if you let it bother you, it's going to bother you.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm like, I know myself, I'm comfortable with myself, so I just, it's fine. I say stupid stuff sometimes. People say stupid stuff all the time. Like, hopefully I haven't said anything, too terrible, but
if you have, I don't think anybody's noticed it. I think we've all just been,
thank you.
laughing and enjoying our evening, which, again, it's the way these things work. This is why I personally I love doing Talk Tuesdays this way, because these are fun. These are absolutely like memorable, gorgeous, wonderful conversations. I laugh. My cheeks hurt by the end of the evening. It's a good night.
I like it.
But as far as it's embarrassing I think it's hard to get embarrassed on stream. Um,
Yeah.
to a point. Like, I think certain people are more apt to get embarrassed on stream. I think they're more apt to have things that they have lines in the sand, as or lines of propriety, where they're like, I think it should be like this. You say that, Squirrel, and yet I was in the middle of a Brotherford stream. What was it, last Sunday, and doing a whole infomercial without my traditional backing commercial music, about playing with balls and clubs. I mean,
Oh, Nori.
it's, just, it's fine. It's fine. I think Squirrel got
Oh my.
embarrassed for me. It was funny. That's the thing. Okay, growing up for me, right, in my family, growing up, we had I had uncles, and like doing embarrassing things, and we're talking like really solidly cringeworthy things, was a daily occurrence.
Yeah.
Like, that was always a thing. Like, that, going shopping with my mother, she would regularly tell us, if you kids don't behave yourself, I'm gonna take you over to the ladies lingerie section. We're gonna find little girls panties for you to wear.
My gosh. Yeah,
You
no,
know,
you're into that real
stuff
fast.
like, okay, whatever. So
Yeah.
after a while, things like that, it doesn't phase me.
Yeah.
Not at all. Whatever. Um, so yeah, I think you can become a little desensitized to it. Do I think you can get to a point where, and it's not healthy, because you don't have those good social filters in place after a while? Yes. Um,
There's a difference in, I think, in realizing that, like, okay, you did something that was a little stupid or said something that was a little stupid, and then, like, it keeping you up at night because you're so stressed out about, I did that thing that everyone has forgotten about.
yeah. And I think too, it's also just as important to remember that, we're all human. Making
Hmm.
mistakes is a thing that happens. It's going to happen. Nobody's perfect, and so it's okay to forgive yourself and move on.
I think it's important too. We have a really good group of people where, um, I did not poop in a tub. I just wanted to say something nice about you, but I'm not gonna say it anymore. I was about to be like, wow, we have like a really nice group of people that like, and I've done before where if someone said something that bothers me, I've been like, hey, I know you didn't mean it this way, but like this bothered me. Can you not do that? And everyone's like, oh yeah, of course. Moving on. Not even an issue. Like, don't even need to discuss it. And I did not poop in a tub. Okay, okay. You want to know what happened, Nori? You want to know what happened? This this is at the first regime meetup, and I am sleeping. I was on the couch, and Sandy and Salty were sharing the guest bed. Um, and we're like making breakfast, whatever. Salty goes to like brush her teeth, go to the bathroom, whatever. Comes out of the bathroom. I go to go in the bathroom to do the same thing, and I look, and there is just poop in the bathtub. Like just poop in the bathtub. And so I walk out, and I said, "Who pooped?" And Salty looks at me with like just like the utmost betrayal, because why would I do that? I just saw her leave the bathroom, and I just go, like, and I was like, no. There's just like actual poop in the bathtub, and it was one of the cats. They had to like leave one of the cats in the bathtub, and so the cat had pooped in the bathtub. But Salty had somehow not noticed, while she was brushing her teeth or whatever, that there was a cat had pooped in the bathtub, and now they all try to blame me when I have done nothing wrong in my life ever. So that's the truth, Nori. Can we delete comments? Somebody ban Sandy Visions. That's true. That was when her allergies were really bad. But yeah, I felt kind of bad. I was like, I thank you, Salty. You have my back. Sandy, I'm divorcing you. That's the best I can do. That's the most power I hold right there. Divorce. I'm getting the kid, which is Gregory, our Tauntaun. I kept the kid. Anyway, that's what happened. I didn't poop in the bathtub.
I just every now and again, the 5-year-old little me comes out, and he always comes out to visit during the most inappropriate times. And she's like, I did not poop in the bathroom, and little 5-year-old me is like, damn, that's funny.
Salty. Slash ban use your salty snacks too. I need them gone. It's fine. Great. Oh goodness. That was terrible. I did feel really bad.
Little 5-year-old me's in the back of my head dancing around going rub-a-dub-dub. Somebody pooped in the tub.
That's so great. I'm so glad that the cat poop is one of your favorite memories of me, Sandy. I'm gonna go cry now, but it's great. It's fine. It's so great.
It's fine. It's fine. Are you okay?
I'm good. I've recovered. Heinous accusations. She wonders why I'm keeping the shirt. Please.
So the question redeems are supposed to be for our special guest, but I will for this one moment, since we're into this whole thing, I will actually answer the question that was put in there. Miss Sandy Visions asked me who I would kiss, marry, or kill with the regime. And with the same expressed ruthless efficiency. Oh, wait. I think we lost. Hang on. Looks like. Oh, she froze up.
Fine. It's fine. I'm gone.
No, there you are.
Anyways.
You're back.
Next question. I may have accidentally unplugged my internet slightly. I don't know if I did or somebody tripped over the 75-foot Ethernet cord, but it remains the same. That
No, she's back. She's back, folks.
Anyways, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm stuck slightly, but it's great. For just a $69.99 a month, you can in fact save Sappy's internet. Eventually I'll save up enough and buy a house and then install the internet, and that'll be great. So
pennies a
Yeah.
day, and you too can maintain
Pennies,
your
really.
ability to see your queen.
So,
um,
I really,
oh,
really would it be a SAF stream if the internet didn't go out at least once?
yeah, but it's not a SAF stream.
Yeah, it's close. I'm guest streaming though. That means you get guest internet failure. That's what happens.
um, anyways, so I figured you abandoned because you didn't want to hear the ruthless efficiency for the kiss, marry, kill for the
I,
regime. So.
okay. All right, go for it. Go for it. Ruthless efficiency. You've already
See,
made up your mind.
yeah, this is easy, right? Marry Sandy, get her green card, and she can start acting over
Obviously.
here. Kiss Salty because she's a nice enough lady, and kill Safi because she's just murders. And then
not that you can prove, Nori. It's all conjecture. This is a trial without a jury.
It's very quick. It's very easy. It's ruthless efficiency. Yeah, this is exactly how that would work.
It was cold, heartless, dead. Just like my internet.
Not trying to get you into the country per se there, Sandy. We're just trying to make certain that you have options available for your future. That's all.
Yeah. Nori's over here pulling the plug faster than I can pull my internet.
But there you go. So any like, are you planning on doing a celebration for their 250 followers, or are you just moving on to the next goal? And if you are, what is the next goal?
Okay, I would like to do a celebration for 250 because I think I tried to do one for like 150 or 200 or something like that. It hasn't worked well with like my life schedule for when I've hit it, and then I've been like, I'll just do the next goal. So I don't think I've done really any celebration stream. No, I don't think I've done like a follower celebration. So I don't know. I was talking with the ladies about it at some point, and I've tossed around some ideas. I need to do some brainstorming and figure out what works with my work schedule right now because it's kind of weird. But I've thought about doing like an 8 or 12-hour stream because I think my longest stream to date was Sunday, actually this Sunday with Sandy, where I streamed for 5 hours. So, but that involves a little bit of planning, so we'll have to plan and get some things together. And then, but there will be something. I need to do
stabilize
something.
the internet.
Stabilize the internet. Maybe listen, Nori, listen, I have plans for when the Didgeridrift music is released. I have been told that this event I'm working for the next 2 weeks, I get a gator. It's like a golf cart, but better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to film some dramatic Tokyo Drift style footage, but just Saf driving the gator. Put together a little music video for Didgeridrift. It's the plan. It's the plan. We'll see. I have a whole. Have I shown you the whole perfume commercial that I made for Peebs 2.0 that I never released?
No.
I'll send it to you right now, Nori. I never downloaded it. Not download. I never had audio to it, so it doesn't have audio. Hot Iron Pot was supposed to record it, but
I was gonna say, did you if you have it up on YouTube or something, we can just display it for everybody.
I can send it to you. I made it on TikTok and then saved it because I wanted to, but I never finished doing it. And the thing is, Salty did work so hard to film it. Yeah, I don't even know if there's like there might be background music, but there was supposed to be like a voiceover. But yeah, it was great though. We took a lot of time and effort for this. It's my dramatic perfume ad. It turned out very well. So yeah, the things I will do for the bit is a lot.
Oh, well, okay, but in fairness, we're all streamers, and
That is
we
true.
all will do it for the bit. We're in it for the bit. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Will I edit my own TikToks, Lizzie? No. But will I spend a lot of time and effort editing like a didgeridoo video? Yes. You know, I guess it's priorities. I don't know. If I think it's funny, I'll do it.
Well, and that's kind of the thing, right? If it's funny enough, absolutely.
If it's funny
Keep
enough.
that on.
So yeah, that's
If it's funny
that's
enough, then I'm down. I'm down. We'll make it happen.
yeah.
I that's why I still have it. It's actually on my, every time I open up my music making software, that's Tokyo Drift is the first thing that comes up there. And there's two projects that are open that open up every time I open up my music software. And one is Tokyo Drift and the other is Careless Whisper. It's there. I'm remixing them. I haven't been happy with the way they sound, and so I futz with it, and I'm like, no, I have to think about this some more. And
Uh-huh. I don't genuinely, so I'm leaving tomorrow for my trip that I get the glorified golf cart for, and I have packed in my suitcase right now my speaker, because my plan is while I'm in the airport to put together a Spotify playlist of just Tokyo Drift. So as I'm driving the vehicle around, I have my speaker so I can just blast Tokyo Drift nonstop everywhere I go. It's
I mean, you
great.
think this sounds like a good idea?
Yes. At least doing build week. Maybe not during the actual like convention, but during setup week, it'll be fine. People will know I'm coming. Like, ah, there she is again. Maybe I won't get hired back next year, but it'll be worth it, I think. It's fun.
And just so that we're all on the same page. This is for you're going to Texas.
Dallas, not Dallas. Denver is where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You're not going. I thought you were
Yes.
going to do the DreamHack.
Yeah, that's not until May, like May, June.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
I will be in Texas. You can yeehaw, you can see me there. Actually, I was gonna say you probably won't, but I'll be working registration again most likely. So you will be if you want to check in and get your badge to go to the event, you'll see me. Oh goodness.
I was gonna say, so we just need to hook you up with Screaming Cowboy for like on repeat.
I have right now. I've been told I need to get one of those like beer hats, but for water for how much people hydrate me during my stream, and I found a cowboy hat that fits like 2 water bottles. And so I don't know, it's in the Amazon cart. I haven't clicked purchase yet,
Sandy, if it makes you feel any better, I won't be at the Dallas DreamHack either.
It'll just be me working my little heart out. That's okay.
I think the plan is to try and make the one in October.
Yes. That's next Atlanta, I think.
Yeah, that's the next Atlanta one. I think that's the plan the plan is to try and make that one. But at this point, there's a lot going on right now around the house here, and with the new job and everything. That just it's too soon. I can't make another trip.
I get that. We're trying to bully everybody into DreamHack at some point.
Oh, it would be fun.
It would be very fun. But yeah, so that's my plan to get fired next week, I guess.
So you're joining is that Captain Cool and getting
he
fired?
Will not be there. Cappy always says he's fired, and he's never fired. He always gets rehired.
I said getting fired. Getting fired.
Yeah, getting fired. Cappy will not be at that one. A lot of people you met will be, but Cappy will not be at that one. It'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm sad to not see everybody for 2 weeks. Like I brought my headset with me. I'll try to pop in and say hi at some point when I'm off. Time zones are gonna mess with me.
Be all right.
They always do. I can't do math, really. problem. Haven't done it since actually, no, I was good at math. Time
You're
zones,
like, I
though, that's a
can't. You know they make an app for time zones, right?
Nori,
Hold the
have
clock.
I proposed to you yet my idea for universal military time?
I can't say that you have.
So, um, how I think the world should work is instead of having these stupid time zones like we do, we have universal military time. So, like, if it's 9 o'clock for you right now, it is 9 o'clock, or I guess what would that be, 2100? For everybody in the whole world. It is everywhere. But not 2100 just means different things for different people. And then you're like, Saf, well, where would we choose for, like, not normal time, but like where would we choose for it to like what we think it is to be? And I say the opposite of the UK. They've had things good for too long. Time zones based off of them and everything. I say, screw them. They get the
Um,
worst time zone. I don't know which one
so
that is yet, but they get the worst one. That's
just
that's my idea.
okay.
Yeah.
Not to be,
Are you about to
a
be
kick in the
hateful?
pants, but I would point out that time zones are not based around England.
It doesn't matter. It's whichever one screws over England the most. That's what I want to be for them. In true American
Wow.
fashion. It's like I don't even care if I get screwed over in my own time zone. If like, 8 p.m. for me, or like, 20, I don't know, 1900 is now like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore. Doesn't matter. As long as England suffers, I'll be happy. I'll get used to it.
Wow.
I can adapt. Universal military time. I stand by it.
It's fabulous.
Thank
But
you.
no, you have not pushed that particular agenda in my direction just yet.
Well, I have an agenda. I have many of them. You'll see. I have lots of ideas that I think the world should implement. Universal military time is just the beginning, when I run the world.
Well,
Just the
that'll
beginning.
prove to be it's just the beginning. Just the beginning.
It's just
Universal
the beginning.
Universal world time and regular ritual sacrifices are just a few things that you can come to expect when a Saphira 876 takes over domination of the world.
Exactly. All our crop harvests will be amazing. The
Just
ritual
remember,
sacrifice.
$69.99 will keep her on the waves, on the airwaves, broadcasting live. Save Safi's internet. That's right, SSI. It's still
Please.
better than a black eye.
It's struggling so hard. It's doing its best. Thank you, Salty. No famine, no time zones, no free will. The three no's that we all need in our life. You don't need free will if I know what's best for you. You hear Nori like, ugh.
It's fine. It's just fine. I'm
The
laughing
reign
about the
of
whole thing. It's fabulous.
the reign of
Uh,
Saf is imminent.
it's this is why we call her Queen Safi, right?
We do. There we go. I can still hear you, kind of. Turn my volume up. There you go. I feel like I gotta take the glasses off. Oh gosh, I got no face anymore.
I feel like you keep that crown around just to remind people.
I do. It's the Safi crown next to the Aragon books, Saphira. So the people know. That's a lie. I can't see. And that's also a lie. These are my blue light glasses. I didn't mean I can physically see. I just now the light hurts my eyes, so I gotta put them back on. I do have normal glasses, but Twitch will never see those. They don't look good.
They don't look good. Why do you say
don't
that?
look good. They're not good. They're not great. It's fine.
Is
I
it?
the pro okay, so the thing was I had to get glasses because I wear contacts. But
Mm-hmm.
my parents made me get glasses, but they were like, "We're not wasting insurance money on this, so you get the cheap glasses." Because I wasn't gonna wear them. It was just in case something happened. Um, and so the options were either glasses that looked exactly like my father's, and I already look like a carbon copy of my dad. And I was like, I can't, as much as I love him, I can't wear the same glasses that my dad does. And then these other glasses, they're like blue square glasses, and I just don't like how my face looks in them. So I don't wear them.
Blue
It's like a
square
reminder that I'm
glasses.
blind. It's terrible.
Are you blind?
I it's not I don't have the worst vision. The problem is one of my eyes is like twice as bad as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So it really throws off like my depth perception. So
Well, I can only see out of one eye at a time. So I
well, you
have
only
no
have
depth perception.
how does that work?
It's
Does that mess you up playing video games?
uh honestly, over the years I've just kind of, it's like anything, you just kind of get used to it. Like I've always been like this. So even before video games were a thing for me as a kid growing up, I mean, the 2D games were just fine, right? You didn't need depth perception.
Hmm.
And over the years, as you play and you get used to things, you develop your own system of visual clues that kind of tell you where you are at in relation to things.
Hmm.
And so it's not an exact science, and so I have tendencies to fall down holes an awful lot.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm so
but
sorry for that. That's
it's fine. It's just it's a part of me. It's the way it's been for a very long time. So I don't think about it. I laugh about it most of the time. I'm like, oh wait, I got a parkour here in this 3D game. Good luck with that.
if it
My
makes you feel
ability to
better,
parkour is like whew, right down the hole like that.
I fall down holes a lot in video games, but it's normally by choice. My brother used to get not upset at me. Upset's not the right word. Um, Stressfully tolerant of me and the amount of times that I jumped off things in like Halo or Destiny because I just really wanted it to be an open world game and it just wasn't. And he was like, "Did you just die again?" And I'm like, I wanted to know if you could go down there, and you can't now. So really, I'm answering the questions the world wanted." Um, he didn't think so. That's okay.
Answering the questions the world would always know.
Yes.
Like, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of a Tootsie Pop?
I just bite it. I I don't care. I just I just bite the Tootsie Pop. Yep, that's how that works. Yeah,
That
I
was
actually
a
have you
whole
talk about
commercial steal when I was a kid growing up.
I heard about it. I've never seen the commercial, but I've heard about it.
It's a
Um,
little kid, and he walks up to this owl, and the owl's got the graduate hat on his head,
because
and the
he's smart.
little single monocle
Of course, because
glasses.
he's I need a
Yeah,
monocle.
and the kid walks up and he goes, "Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of a Tootsie Pop?" And the owl's like, takes it from him and unwraps it real quick, and he says, "Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, crunch, 3." And hands him back the stick.
That's me. I really that's a great I have a it's like I have a pipe. I just need a monocle. You know what I mean? And I'd be set. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So what you need to have is the as a redeem, not for 12-year-old Safi, but for uh what is that, misbehaving 12-year-old Safi. So you put on the chat, and then you grab that pipe and the monocle and you be like, if my parents knew.
Not crusty billionaire Safi. Yes, indeed.
No, no,
Oh, indeed,
no.
rather. You see, if only if poor people could just choose not to be poor, I think all their problems would be solved. Anyways,
Obviously, that's how
gonna
you solve that problem, right?
but that's how you saw that. As billionaire Safi says. I'm gonna put the pipe to the side. Really good idea. I bought that in Oxford.
You bought that in Oxford.
I did. My one of my friends joked with me. She's a big C.S. Lewis like Tolkien fan.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh my gosh, if you go to Oxford, which I was planning on it, she's like, you have to like, I don't know, get a pipe and go to the pub that there's the Eagle and Child is the pub that they used to go to like all the time and talk about their writing and that kind of thing." And so I did. I bought a pipe for her. I'm not like for her, but like in honor of her at like a random flea market, and um I went to the Eagle and Child and had dinner by myself. I didn't take a picture with the pipe in the pub because that felt a little weird, by myself, but that's why I have a pipe now. So
Wow. So, in traveling abroad like that, was there any like memorable places that you were like, if I had to go back, uh, if somebody gave me an all expenses trip to go back anywhere that I have been previously, where would you go? What would you recommend?
I personally, um, I would go back to Israel. I spent the most time there, and so I would honestly, I'd probably do some of the touristy things because while I lived there and I would say like a decent understanding of like the city and places that I like to go and see or whatever, I didn't end up doing a lot of like the actual touristy things because I was too busy doing, school and life and whatever and traveling. So, I would probably go back there. I like to think I can't really speak the language, but I have enough of an understanding that I could get somewhere if I needed to by myself and I'd be okay. Um, so that yeah, that's probably where I go back to. There were a lot of places there I really enjoyed, a lot of people that I, love. So, um, yeah, I'd go back there in a heartbeat.
Mm, That's fantastic. Well, we are coming to the end of our show, though.
So sad. Listen, the world shouldn't handle more stuff. Like you gotta stop it before it becomes too much to handle. There's a reason.
I
Like
did.
24-hour stream couldn't do it. The world wouldn't be able to handle it.
Oh, I think we would handle it just fine. I don't think your internet could handle it.
I don't think my internet could handle it either. That's really the problem.
Let's be honest about this. The internet couldn't handle it. It's not that the world couldn't handle it.
Let
The internet
let
couldn't
me
handle
pretend.
it. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. That being said,
Yes.
as we draw close to a wonderful evening, um, if you had to either talk to a younger version of yourself or somebody else attempting to get started in this field of streaming and doing the stuff that you're doing now, what would be some suggestions, recommendations? What would be some of the things that you would tell them
Um, I think don't
to help
worry.
out, make their life easier, whatever?
Yeah. I think not to worry about having everything for your stream perfect, like before you press that go live button, if that makes sense. Like the way my stream looks now and the scenes and things that I use are completely different than how I started out. Like if I would have waited to have everything exactly right and sound alerts and this and that and then the other, I don't think I would have ever started streaming. Um, it's okay to figure it out as you go. Like it's perfectly fine. Um, and I think also just to not forget the importance of community. I know like streaming a lot of times ends up being a lot of people solo stream. I know there's groups and different things, but I think when you start out a lot of times it's by yourself. And I think not forgetting the importance of like I was lucky and I had a lot of close friends that even though they didn't I had a lot of friends that even though they didn't stream, made a Twitch account because I mentioned it was something I wanted to do. And they're like, well, I'll watch you, so you can hit your follower goal. Like I'll pull it up and watch it, even though I don't know. I say that I had a friend that thought I was starting an OnlyFans when I said I was gonna start one. She got like really concerned for a second and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, no, it's video games. It's not. So,
You heard it here, Lucas. Hurry up, sign up for the Queen Safi. Oh.
Oh my gosh, not Lucas. Yeah, it was an interesting moment in our friendship. And as soon as she realized what it was, she was like, "I will make an account and support you because I'm a good friend." Um, and just I don't know, it's nothing to be like. Just have fun, and it's yeah. I think that's all the advice I had. I feel like I gave other advice the other time. So if you want more sap advice, go back and watch another Talk Tuesday, the archives. I probably said smart things then. I probably said some stupid things then. So.
Well, I think the last one was asked more of as a group, and you guys had suggestions for like group wise, getting started and everything else. This is.
And listen, if somebody comes into your channel when you first start off and starts talking about how terrible your graphics are and you need to buy it from them, don't listen. Ban them. I don't care if they were nice for a second. Ban them. They don't even be in here talking trash about your graphics. It's a personal sticking point. Those are the words. I don't want to say I'd rather have somebody just straight up come into my chat and call me a slur. But like I'd almost rather have that than the people that try to pretend to be your friends and they're like, actually, I do graphic design and like I can make your stream look so much better than it is. And you're like, shut up. You're my third viewer. The other two are me. Like, do you think you think I'm that invested? No, get over yourself. Anyways. It's fine.
It's great. Somehow that's exactly what I think we all have come to love and adore about you and your take no prisoner sort of mentality when that goes.
Sure.
Ruthless efficiency.
Ruthless efficiency. I like it. That is me. The ruthless efficient. I get ordained. I'm not saying that, but I could be.
That's fantastic. Well, again, it has been absolutely lovely. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be here and hanging with us. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was very fun.
Now, as tradition goes, you get to select where we send this raid out to. We have a collection of very fantastic, wonderful people who have just learned all of the deep, dark secrets that is Safi.
They can go spread the empire to the world.
That's right. So now they get to go spread that around. So
tell them about universal military time and cult uranium glass.
Geiger counters for Safi.
Geiger counters. Honestly, I really do want one. It is on my wish list. So actually I think the first person I ever raided into is live right now, and that feels like a very fitting thing to do. Okay. Bearded Mojo is playing Factorio. I think he was one of the first people I ever raided into playing Minecraft. He had like a solo hardcore world. Honestly, very lovely. But yeah. Yeah, I think that is my choice.
Bearded Mojo.
Yes, I can copy and paste it.
I found him.
Okay, he has a beard. I don't know if that narrows it down.
He's playing some Factorio. No guide, default settings, no spoon run with Dex and Next.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, That's Bearded Mojo. That's the first person I rated into. I believe.
All
I don't
right.
know. Twitch could come out here and like prove me wrong and be like, no, you rated into this person, but maybe I probably unfollowed them. So
You know, that's where you want to go. That's where we'll go. All right. Again, it has been lovely, Miss Safira. Wonderful as always. I look forward to catching you in some of your streams,
yes.
as I always do. And again, if you guys,
Careless Whisper.
yes, if you guys don't know how to get a hold of her, the links are all right below her lovely little face there. You should be definitely dropping a follow here on Twitch to catch her streams when she goes live. It looks like she's got a TikTok and Instagram where you can see some of her artwork. Ooh.
Ooh.
So go check out some of that. Go check out some of her TikTok flavors. Go check out where she's blowing up at as she were. Go dab some of that Riz out there, as they say.
Is that what they say, Nori?
Hey, I'm hip with the talk tickers, don't you know?
Yeah, you're so good. Like, never change. Oh goodness, I thought my father was bad. Oh goodness. Thank you so much for having me, Nori. It was so.
It's been a wonderful evening. Thank you. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds great.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna deafen and then send this raid out, and then
All right. I don't know if I'm supposed to leave.
No, you can hang out if you want, or
like
what?
Should I turn off my camera? I don't know what you're doing on your end.
Oh no, I've got an ending screen. I'll go to, so you'll be just fine.
You're too good. Okay.
There you go. All right.
Great.
Thank you. And with that, we are done. This has been a lovely, lovely Talk Tuesday. Thank you, Swiss Squirrel, for the resub. Thank you, Hales Vanon, for bringing your crew in here to join us for a fantastic Talk Tuesday with Safira 876. Wow, who knew? So far, we are 3 weeks into our month-long regime. But don't think we're done just yet. Absolutely not. Next week on Talk Tuesday, that's right, the one, the only, Salty Snacks. When you go to the kitchen looking for something, that's right, you're going to go find yourself a salty snack. So you don't want to miss out on a moment of that. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be happening here next week on Talk Tuesday. We're excited for it. But again, it's been lovely. We've had a fantastic evening. It's been great. I have laughed. I hope you've laughed. We've had a wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out for Talk Tuesday. And yes, we're going to send this raid out to a Bearded Mojo. Let me find my windows, get all my windows back up here like they should be. There we go. Spell this right. That should be it. There we go. That's where we're going. The first message is for all you wonderful followers. The second message is for all you wonderful subscribers. Whichever one you can do. Copy. Do the copy pasta, as they say. And let's go let them know where we came from. Let's go have fun. Let's go meet somebody new based on our reference from the lovely Safira 876. And until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, bye for now.